And we're live.
In both face and mind, afraid for you to drown. I'm a shapeshifter, have no face to show. Please don't take off my mask. Life is fine.
Justin, how's it going, man? How you doing? Loop, how's it going, buddy? Let's go with these. Oh, wait, two. Did this go on? Should be fine. Adam, how's it going, buddy? Zaza, how's it going? Hi. I have been warned of you, Havenly. The Devil, how's it going? Jefferson, how's it going? Varshawn, how's it going, man? Hope, how's it going? Ooh, in Minecraft, what? Milosh, how's it going? Still sick, Devil? Ugh. Hamong, how's it going, man? Clown Man, how's it going? Bug, how's it going? Mezzo, how's it going, man? Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Alright. How is everyone doing this fine? Oh wait, I don't have the background on. Huh. Wait, actually for this, I think it's better to not have a background on. I feel like I like this better. You guys agree? For this is better. For this is fine. This is better. I like this. Oh my god, this is so much better. Dandelion, how's it going, man? Have I seen you here before? How's it going? You son of a bitch, Devil. Klein's gonna become no background needed. You think so? What do you guys think? Like this, or you guys like it with a background? I'm okay either way. What do you guys think? Zaza, I always start 15 minutes early, and then we do like 15 minutes of shenaniganery, so that like if people want to come in early, people want to pile in or whatever, it's better. Oh, okay. Use a background, you should move yourself to the middle. Oh, yeah. It uses an uncommon letter. Okay. Okay. A-R-I. You're almost finished with Lord of the Mysteries. Make the damn video. The goddamn. Oh, true. Nagato. That's a good point. Dude, I'm at the point where a part of me is just like, do you play on hard? No. A part of me is like, I'm just gonna try to find someone to edit videos. I'll like, because it's much better for me to just put like every penny I get from YouTube just back into it like via like an editor or something, so I can at least put out more videos. Because like because I just with work and studying and like I can't find time to edit videos. It's like so bad. Bushcar, how's it going, man? Ryan. No. Okay, let's just go with a different word. G-R-A-C-E. Okay, there's no A. Okay. I was late to the previous stream. Did you watch the game teaser? No, Dandelion. We're gonna watch that before we start today. Captain Panda, how's it going? Long time no see, man. Think Attack on Titan. Levi. There's no E. There's no S. No. Okay. Okay. So B-R-I. Brief. Okay. F-R-I. Freet. Fritz. Oh, Fritz, of course. Got it. Got it. How's everyone doing this fine Saturday morning or afternoon? Instead of Fritz, I did Fritz. I see. Yeah, that would do it. Okay. Flipper fritter. What? Okay. Kettle. Microwave. Stovetop. Fritter? Shit. I'm eating frites. Nice. Stovetop, microwave, kettle, warm? Warm? Why would that be? No, I don't think so. Okay. Let's let go of that one. Fiend? No. There's anything like fiend, finish, something. No. Okay. Okay. Tender. Kind. Sweet. Warm. What's your expectations for the ending? Klein kills Zaratul, becomes a king of angels. Am I making it up? Yeah, probably. Shut up. It's my thing. Let me live in my happy world. Fuck you. Who's asking? Flipper wing trifle. Trifle? Fiddle? Wing arm fiend. How? What is that? Wing arm flipper fiend. What is? Oh, fin. Oh, fin. I keep thinking like fin as in like the French word for finish, or like the end. And I'm like, what the fuck are you guys on? Oh, fin. Of course, you idiots. Trifle fritter. Fiend immersion, no. Stovetop, throw, popper, kettle. Stovetop, microwave, kettle. I think these three are guaranteed to be in there. Okay? I think it's like fiddle. Popper? No, just the style Dandelion. Oh! Let's go. Thanks, Quantum. Have a good day at work, buddy. I got it before you said. I got it before you said it, Devil. Okay. Trifle, throw, fritter, fiddle. What would this be? I don't know. Squander away. Oh, I see. I see. Okay, let's watch the game trailer really quick, or teaser really quickly. Let me go pull it up. Winkers. By the way, did anyone post in the Reddit by chance? I carried you for green. What did you carry? Which one's green? A couple people said it before you, Double, but yeah, sure, you can take the credit. I don't mind. Persona 5 game. Dandelion, what's up? Persona 5, excuse me? Guys, sorry, give me 1 second. I'm just hearing something. I'll be right back, okay? Sorry, we're back. No, because I'm home alone right now, and I was like, what the fuck am I hearing? Excuse me? There was just some music playing in the other room for some reason. No. Hello. Which one is it? Does anyone have it by chance? What? Watch the game trailer after book one? Oh, nah, fuck all that noise. Fuck all that noise. Watch it after finishing book one? Seriously? You don't think so? Spoilers still. I've spent 6 months of my life reading this piece of shit, and I still can't fucking. Oh my god. This is so cringe. Oh my god. Fine, fuck it, we won't watch it. Oh my fucking god, dude. It's fine. No, it's fine. Fuck it. We'll just watch it after. Oh my god, just get me the fuck out of here. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. All right. We're like 2 minutes early, but let me when taken. Yeah. When taken. Yeah, let's do that. Oh no, let's do Lexicon actually. Yeah, apparently there. I don't know. By the way, did anyone make a post on the disc or the Reddit by chance? Does anyone know? Professional amateur tournament ranking. Professional. Excuse me? Make me the subsidiary guildmaster? Motherfucker, weren't you the guy who just put in, like, in chat, like, 5 minutes ago saying, like, 2 more weeks so that I can unsubscribe from you? Get the fuck out of here. Ranking tournament. Amateur weekly. Often Olympic. Scheduled tournament. Scheduled amateur tournament. Athlete. Is that how you spell? That's too many E's. Well, how many fucking E's are there? What is this piece of shit word? Okay. So athlete ranker tournament scheduled. Okay. Scheduled tournament. Wimbledon. I don't know how to spell it. Okay, another word for tournament. Competition. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Olympics is already on here somewhere. Yeah, Olympic. Championship? Let's go. We hit those every time, baby. Let's go. Okay. All right. Let me pull up the. Thorium. It is time. And now it begins. 1345. Is that where we're at? Khaled, how's it going, man? Oh. Alright, let's go. Nice. 1345? Is that where we're starting, or is it 1344? Oh no, it's 1345. Yep. Luvian, how's it going, man? Yeah, because Garin just stabbed Klein in the back and said, Adam gave me a life or humanity or some shit. I was like, what the fuck do you even mean? Bro, we were friends. I'm gonna have to kill you now? By the way, is my audio okay? Because I have my mic a little bit further than I normally have it, but I feel like this works better. Did you read my comment on your last stream? I doubt it. I don't read your comments, Nightwalker. No, I'm just... What comment, dude? I should probably have more fucking intense music right now. Okay, let's go. Klein turned around and saw the familiar yet unfamiliar figure. He had imagined all kinds of attacks on Utopia, but he had never expected such a thing. If Adam had parasitized Garin, then Klein's current status and spirit worms on Sephira Castle would have immediately discovered the problem. And if Zaratul were to swap spirit body threads, he could only temporarily hide it from him. Furthermore, he needed help from an angel like a Knowledge Emperor or a Servant of Concealment to ensure the element of surprise in a sudden attack. Only the humanity provided by a spectator could slowly ferment without revealing any abnormalities. To prevent such a thing, he could only sever the spirit body threads and allow the marionette to deteriorate. That way, regardless of whether it had humanity or not, it would ultimately die. Unfortunately, Klein had never heard of such a thing. All he did was guard against the invasion of the virtual persona on his marionettes. This might be the power of a visionary, giving life to everything via virtual, immaterial, and a unique sense of humanity. This carved and cold face was reflected in Klein's eyes as he felt a force push him away. He immediately fell backwards, falling from the layers of ruins of the old metropolis out of the fog of history. During this process, he wanted to control himself, but there was nothing he could do. There's nothing we can do, and then play that like Napoleon song or whatever. This was because the wooden stake in his heart had sealed all his powers. Excuse me? Is Klein a fucking vampire? What do you mean? With a thought, Klein looked at Garin and snapped his fingers. The worms of spirit in Sephira Castle received his will and gave up the marionette spirit body threads. They also picked up the Staff of the Stars and prepared to give Klein a fatal blow so as to kill himself. In a video game. After his main body completely died, Klein would be able to revive above the grey fog and escape. He no longer held any hope after finding out Adam was the mastermind behind all of this. Why is Adam so on his ass? I thought Adam was kind of chill with Klein. Why is Adam on his ass like this? He no longer held any hope on. At this moment, a stone square floating in the void appeared beneath Klein's feet. Black stone pillars rose up and propped up a grand holy cathedral. The Corpse Cathedral. Adam's Corpse Cathedral. The divine kingdom of Visionary. Countless bolts of silver lightning smote down from Sephira Castle, penetrating the fog of history and striking the cathedral, but failed to shake it at all. At the same time, in the ancient palace, the figure sitting in the full seat suddenly collapsed to the side, forming a vortex formed from transparent maggots. The vortex extended out, slippery and strange tentacles, crazily smacking the surroundings, overturning the junk pile and destroying the model table. What the fuck is piercing Sephira Castle? What is strong enough to be fucking... Excuse me? Klein's avatar had lost contact with his true body, and because his true body hadn't died, they had lost control and went insane like Zaratul from before. In the old metropolis before the first epoch, Garin, who was wearing a half-top hat and a black trench coat, looked up at Sephira Castle with a mixed expression. He was basically a corpse. After his spirit body threads were abandoned, he naturally couldn't maintain his existence. The only thing Adam gave him was humanity. There was no envisioned life for him. And as a result, the discovery of there being something wrong with Garin. Garin slowly collapsed, looking up at the ruins in the old metropolis. He died there. Sag, that's what you get for turning on your creator, you fucking traitor! What do you mean? He gives you humanity, you say, nah, I don't want it. I'm good, I like my homie Klein. Wow, you fucking cheater. Klein's feet landed on the ground and stood in the middle of the cathedral. He saw that every arc of each pillar was embedded with skulls of different races. Most of them were palish white in color and were densely packed together, staring at the intruder with their hollow eyes. On the walls, windows, and doors of the cathedral, transparent, distorted, and painful faces appeared, separating the interior from the exterior. And in front of the cathedral stood a cross that was more than 100 meters tall. In front of the cross were rows of black pews. Adam, who was, by the way, sorry, I know this out a little out of time, but can I just say that fucking, ancient sun god that like Mr. Wrath or whoever pulled out of his ass when he was fighting that mind dragon, that was the coolest shit. He's wearing like he's wearing the white robe, but he's got like Amon's clock underneath him. He's got like the aura of degeneration behind him. He's got a cross. He's got a fucking halo over him. This motherfucker's like maxing out all possible stats. Like holy shit. In front of the cross were rows of black pews. Adam, who was wearing a simple white robe and a pale gold beard, was standing under the cross with a silver cross hanging from his neck. He faced the pews like a priest who was prepared to deliver a sermon. His expression was warm and his eyes were limpid, as though he was inviting Klein to listen. Klein lowered his head and looked at the cross-shaped wooden stake stuck in his chest, slowly walking to the first pew and sitting down in the middle. For a true mythical creature formed of many worms of spirit, a wound on its chest wasn't fatal. The main purpose of the ancient bloody cross stake was to seal his powers. Well, I hate to state the obvious, can he not pull the fucking stake out? He's just gonna sit there like, nah, I guess I'm sealed. Take it out. James, how's it going, man? Spectral, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Are they all songs of this playlist set? No. Excuse me? What? What playlist? What? At this moment, he didn't dare to make any attempts because he was afraid that he would turn the thought of not daring to not willing to. I didn't expect you to directly interfere with this matter. If you wanted to deal with me, you wouldn't have waited until today, Klein said, looking up at Adam. He wasn't afraid at all, as if he was certain that Adam wouldn't kill him. Oh, this stream? No, most certainly not. No, I've not heard from Kami. Adam held the silver cross pendant with one hand and calmly said, "Before now, you were of some use in many ways." Seer, how's it going? He took 2 steps forward and continued, "When Amon came to steal the Corpse Cathedral, I made a deal with him. By helping me obtain the first blasphemy slate, I'll help him capture you." Amon took it for Adam! Oh. But why does Adam want the first blasphemy slate? What? Is that so? Klein was instantly enlightened. On the one hand, Adam didn't wish to be obstructed by existences like the true creator when he became a god. And on the other, he wished to obtain the first blasphemy slate. Oh fuck, the music is probably really loud, eh? Oh, I just realized this. Sorry. Okay, the music should be down here. Sorry. Yeah, the music was loud from yesterday from the gaming stream. Okamine, how's it going, man? Long time no see. It has been a little while. He wished to obtain the first blasphemy slate. Therefore, he used the unshadowed crucifix and other methods to give Klein an impetus to head for the Giant King's court. Daniel, how's it going? Open the door to the chamber where Sasria was sleeping and attract the attention of the true creator and of the other existences. On the other hand, he used his brother Amon to steal the blasphemy slate at a critical moment. Who better to steal than a sequence 1 of the Marauder pathway? And to capture Klein, who was about to gain preliminary control of Sephra Castle, it'd be most appropriate to have a visionary arrange the developments. New music? Oh, thank you, Milosh. A beautiful song? Yeah, no problem. Man, you guys won't ever let any fucking, any stream of mine be monetized. Fuck you guys. And to capture Klein, who was about to gain preliminary control of Sephra Castle, it would be most appropriate to have a visionary arrange the developments. Although Amon and Adam usually appear distant, they are still brothers who can work together easily. Klein nodded as he looked at the stained glass that had distorted faces. I also didn't expect Zaratul to cooperate with you. Isn't he afraid of becoming food for Amon? When Klein established Utopia, he had considered Amon's attack and Zaratul's destruction, but he had never suspected they would work together. From his point of view, the chances of Zaratul completely siding with the Mother Tree of Desire were higher than this, unless Adam had unknowingly arranged such a development. Adam's eyes showed sympathy. To him, you becoming a great old one means that he will perish. However, if Amon becomes one, as long as he expresses his loyalty, he can retain his present status and level. A Lord of Mysteries still requires an Attendant of Mysteries. Cute. That is cute. Except if I'm from this Fool pathway, then I don't need one, because I'm it, bro. I attend to the mysteries. I'm the Lord of them. I am their shepherd. I am their god. Therefore, he chose to cooperate with me. During this process, if he can seize the opportunity and turn you into a marionette before I do, using you to enter Sephra Castle and become the owner, then he has the right to demand an opportunity to face Antigonus at Evernight's place and have an ultimate showdown with Amon. On the contrary, he will completely admit defeat and pledge allegiance to Amon. Dude, what a piece of shit! Are you fucking kidding me? This fucking angel who has existed for 1,000 years is sitting there, he's going, oh god, he's gonna become a great old one. He's got it like that. I need to get him on. Bro, what a piece of shit. Be a man. Oh my god, you fucking cringe lord. On this point, he was very decisive. It doesn't seem like your style to explain so much, Klein said. You don't need all the Sequence 1 characteristics of the corresponding pathway to become a great old one? He had deduced this from the relationship between the ancient sun god and the other kings of angels. However, he believed that one had to become a great old one or a quasi one before dividing the characteristics. Oh, so Klein thinks you have to become a great... Oh no, but that's not true. All you have to do is you have to become a god of one pathway, so there's no Sequence 1 angels of that pathway. Get the uniquenesses of the neighboring pathways. Get the Sephira from your thing. This one I'm assuming, I don't actually know. And then you become a great old one. So the neighboring pathways can still have like Sequence 1. They can't have gods because the uniqueness is already absorbed, but they can have Sequence 1s. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Adam replied, for neighboring pathways, all that's needed is a uniqueness and a Sequence 1 characteristic. Oh, you need one Sequence 1 characteristic. Oh, and the uniqueness. Okay, I was close. It's easy to control if it's easy to lose control if one occupies more. Therefore, after Zaratul pledges allegiance to Amon, he still has a chance of becoming a king of angels. Oh, because he can have two characteristics which would make him a king of angels. Okay. And he isn't able to pledge allegiance to you because he can't separate a Sequence 2 avatar like those from the Marauder pathway, and then stealing his main body, spirit body, consciousness, and psyche, turning the avatar into the main body. Basically, all that to say, Zaratul is scared shitless of Klein right now. And he should be. This guy's progress has been phenomenal. This was the qualitative difference between a seer's marionette and a marauder's worm of time. The former involved spirit body threads, while the latter relied only on themselves. Can you slow down chat? Oh, sure. Let's do... Yeah. Wait, can I? Yeah, let's do slow mode. Let's do that. Furthermore, the reason why the Marauder Angel could do this was because their Sequence 2 was Trojan Horse of Destiny. Just as Klein nodded, he saw Adam turn his body and reveal something under the cross. It was a gray stone slab with many mottled marks on the surface, making it look ancient. This was very similar to the first Blasphemy slate, but it didn't have that abnormal ancient feeling to it. I thought it was the first Blasphemy slate. What the fuck do you mean? It had words that looked like the sources of all language. They were written with the names of sequences and potion formulas. The second Blasphemy slate. Oh, of course. Silly. The second Blasphemy slate was made from the ancient sun god. Oh? His gaze quickly swept across the stone slab. He didn't read the first paragraphs, but looked at the last few lines. His intuition told him there was something very important there. There's no need to rush. Amon has to complete the ritual and become a Sequence 0 before stealing your fate. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to withstand the identity of Sephra Castle's owner. And before that, it's best to let you continue staying in my kingdom. Adam acted as though he was consoling a repentant. Oh, basically they're like, hey, we can't kill you right now, but like we're just gonna keep you prisoner for a little while. Kill me, Klein muttered. At this moment, he figured out the last few lines. God Almighty, Creator, Maker, the Omnipotent and the Omniscient, Lord of the Astral World. Excuse me? Oh, that's the Lord of the Astral World. That's the super god of the ASG pathways. Oh, I see. Lord of the Astral World. Oh, that is so good. That is so good. Hold on. Hold on. Come on. Okay, good. God Almighty. Oh, a lot of names. Oh, okay. In that case, let me just do it all together. Sea of Chaos. Oh, Sea of Chaos is the Sephira for this one. Okay, great. Visionary uniqueness, Sun uniqueness, Tyrant uniqueness, White Tower uniqueness. What? What pathway is the white what? Secret Suppliant, Spectator, Sailor, Bard, Reader's the White Tower? Excuse me? Fans have given Susie the nickname Dog Almighty. Oh, thank you. Oh, I see. White Tower is Reader. Interesting. Okay. Hangman uniqueness, author, beyond one author characteristic, one white angel characteristic. White angel. White angel was the. White angel was. Oh my god, the sun gods. So the sequence one of that is White Angel. Okay, cool. That's why he was called White Angel. Oh, that's why his title was. Okay, cool. Okay, one Thunder God characteristic. Already knew that one. One Omniscient Eye characteristic. Omniscient Eye should be White Tower. Omniscient Eye. One Dark Angel characteristic. Dark Angel. Okay. Dark Angel characteristic. Okay. Lord of Mysteries, King of Space and Time, Beacon of Destiny, Embodiment of Sephira Castle. God, that is such a hard name. Dominator of the Spirit World. Sephira Castle. I was right. Okay, you do need to gain full control of a Sephira. Oh, let's go. Sephira Castle, Full Uniqueness, Error Uniqueness, Door Uniqueness! Oh my god, Door Uniqueness, kill me! It's Door! Oh my god. It's not... fuck. Okay, I will say that is a dog shit sequence 0 name. Say whatever you want. Say whatever you want. Fucking Door? You become a god and your name is Door? Kill yourself. In a video game. Not a celestial body. It would have been so much better as a celestial body, but whatever. One Attendant of Mysteries characteristic, one Worm of Time characteristic, one Key of Stars characteristic. I think all three of those, yes, all three of those I knew. Great. Upon seeing this, Klein turned his head to look at Adam and asked, "Why are you showing me these?" Wait, in theory... Oh, no. Klein needs to go. Okay, never mind. Upon seeing this, Klein turned his head to look at Adam. "Why are you showing me these? Wouldn't it be easier and safer to just hypnotize me and put me to sleep until Amon becomes a god?" Adam's eyes were as clear as ever as he said, "To be frank, if the other party wasn't Amon, I would be more than willing to help you become the dominator of the spirit world. We have too many things in common. In a sense, we are old friends who have met before." With that said, he smiled and said, "We meet again, Mysteries?" That's what ASG said to him when he did a divination. Like, he looked up through, like, time or whatever, and he was like, "Mysteries." Adam is the ancient sun god? He became one after he became a visionary? What the fuck? He took over his own son? Excuse me? Bro, I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of Easy tomorrow, bro. All this guy leaving me on red. Oh, I'm gonna get him back in one go, okay? I'm gonna just hit him with everything all at once. I'm just gonna fucking... After stream ends today, I'm actually just gonna finish the rest of Lord of Mysteries and just spoil him on everything. Good. Okay. Mysteries. The last time Klein heard this title was from the consciousness of the true creator that had descended. The penultimate instance was from the ancient sun god from history. In a sense, the two of them were equal. The true creator was equivalent to the ancient sun god's evil spirit after retrieving Sasrir's personality. However, unlike before, Klein wasn't flustered when he heard this manner of addressing him. Neither did his heart tremble or his teeth chatter. At this moment, he felt as though he had seen a suspended rock fall to the ground. Of course, he wasn't that calm either. To a certain extent, surprise, shock, and disbelief were inevitable. It was because of the words "Adam isn't necessarily Adam" from Arihog that he had already come up with many speculations and was prepared. Oh, true. We meet again, Mysteries. Adam is equivalent to the ancient sun god? Oh, yeah, sorry. Let me pin the message. Okay, there we go. It's no wonder Adam never promoted teaching about himself. He only spread what was left of the ancient sun god. Oh, those are his anchors. Oh! His anchors was everyone from, like, the City of Silver and shit. But then how does Amon exist without anchors? Amon is the only mystery left now that doesn't have any anchors. Klein originally believed that this was due to a special trait of a visionary and how he could use his uniqueness to create a bunch of realistic believers as anchors. This way, he didn't need to build a congregation, but from the looks of it, this was probably the reason. After 2 seconds of silence, he looked up into Adam's eyes and said, "You are the ancient sun god?" Adam maintained his warm smile and said, "Don't you think I am the most unique among the 8 kings of angels?" After reading the contents of the second blasphemy slate regarding the Great Old Ones, you should be able to understand this point. What? Indeed, Klein nodded. Of the 5 kings of angels related to omnipotence and omniscience, you are the only one with a uniqueness. Go back to the old music? You think so? Alright. I just thought I was gonna... Okay, it's fine. According to the mysticism knowledge that Klein possessed, when the City of Silver's creator was alive, the 8 kings of angels were in the same state. Sasrir digested 2 sequence 1 characteristics of the Hanged Man pathway and controlled the first blasphemy slate, allowing him to control a portion of the Chaos Sea's powers. Therefore, he was Heaven's deputy, the left hand of God, a king amongst the king of angels. White Angel Aucuses contained 2 sequence 1 characteristics of the Sun pathway. Wind Angel Leodero, Angel of Wisdom Herabergen, Angel of Fate Ouroboros also possessed 2 sequence 1 characteristics of their pathway. Angel of Time Amon and Medici were the ones with a uniqueness of their own pathway and the corresponding sequence 1 characteristic. Angel of Imagination Adam had the Spectator pathway's uniqueness and 2 sequence 1 characteristics. This didn't seem problematic at first, but it appeared strange on careful thought. Angel of Time Amon and Medici didn't belong to the 5 pathways of omnipotence and omniscience. There was no problem about the ancient sun god using different methods to give them their uniqueness. However, Adam was different. Visionary belonged to one of the 5 pathways of omniscience and omnipotence, and the corresponding uniqueness would be one of the foundations needed by the ancient sun god to become a Great Old One. In other words, this was equivalent to one of the 3 sequence 1 characteristics needed to be a sequence 0. How could it randomly be separated? After all, Sasrir, as the deputy of heaven, the left hand of God, didn't obtain the uniqueness of the Hanged Man pathway, much less Leodero, Herabergen, and Aucuses. Klein originally believed that the ancient sun god had sensed the awakening of the primordial one, so he deliberately used the method of having children to separate one of the 5 uniquenesses from himself, taking the initiative to lower his level and resist the corruption. This was probably the thought of the other deities as well. However, when he heard Arihog, Ballhog, I don't know, say Adam isn't necessarily Adam, Klein felt there may be a deeper secret. After witnessing the last lines of the second blasphemy slate, he found it even stranger. This was because a uniqueness was one of the foundations needed to become a Great Old One. If the Sephira was the foundation, then the uniquenesses were weight-bearing columns. It would be deeply problematic if one was lost. If the ancient sun god wanted to lower his level, a better choice would be to separate characteristics. Dressed in a simple white robe and wearing a thick golden beard, Adam walked to Klein's side and turned around. He looked at the blasphemy slate and said, "A visionary has something very special." Excuse me? And by the way, there's like 80 people here. Thank you so much everyone for being here. How y'all doing? Okay. Normal sequence 0s are made up of uniqueness and 3 sequence 1 characteristics. Missing any one of them prevents you from becoming a deity. They can only be considered a king of angels. And after becoming a sequence 0, a visionary is able to split 2 sequence 1 characteristics and replace the corresponding characteristic via envisioning. What the fuck did he just say to me? I can take out 66% of what makes me a god and just pretend and be like, nah, I envision it's there. Like, I envision it's okay. And it just works? Like Adam could just be like, I envision I have a heart when his heart got stabbed and be like, nah, I envisioned it. It's all good. Like, I have one. Like, excuse me? What? The fuck are you talking about? Where does your power come from? I fucking made it up. Excuse me? This is the relationship between the wait, hold on. And oh, wait, where am I? The object produced by envisioning is real enough. It can work perfectly under the framework of the uniqueness and one sequence, one characteristic, allowing a visionary's level and strength to not they don't even get any fucking power debuff from it? It just works at like optimal efficiency? Bro, this is the bro, fuck, oh my, this is a fucking cheater! This is the relationship between, oh wait, no, hold on. The two sequence one characteristics can be combined with one's other identity or a certain life form that is envisioned. It can make them an author and with complete freedom. When necessary, one can use a certain method or medium to transform him into the true form. Hold the fuck on. Sorry, I'm sorry. So the ancient sun god was a visionary. He then took out two sequence one characteristics and envisioned Adam and gave him the two characteristics. But then how does Adam have the uniqueness? That only explains the characteristics. And for the omnipotent and omniscient, he can create a uniqueness that borders between reality and illusory to maintain his state. As long as it doesn't exceed the necessary limitations. What the fuck are we on? What is Cuttlefish on? What is he smoking? This is the relationship between Ankvald and Azuhold, his child? I once thought that the Seer and Marauder pathway were the most bizarre. From the looks of it, they can't even begin to compare to Spectator. Be careful of the Spectator. Having resolved the questions on his mind, he understood why Ankvald had arranged for 008 to meet Grozel's travel. Once they met, 008's quill, which originated from Azuhold, would awaken and become Ankvald at a lower level. Then, this resurrected ancient sun god would use the negative persona sealed behind the bronze door to activate the Chaos Sea's power, instantly reaching the level of the strongest king of angels below that of a deity. I love how an ancient god can be dead for like several millennia, and like if two things happens, he's immediately like the 9th strongest person in the fucking universe. Like, what the fuck? Such a foundation. He had the chance, with such a foundation, he had the chance to compete with Adam for the position of visionary. Good lord. I'm thinking like Adam because he's a priest, and my brain went to missionary. It's simpler, neater, and cleaner compared to the Black Emperor's resurrection. Klein nodded slightly and said, the relationship between Ankvald and Azuhold? Adam sat down and said, yes. However, the Dragon of Imagination had been corrupted, and he had characteristics of other pathways, putting him in poor condition. All he could do was separate an author, otherwise he would have directly lost control. Oh... Klein ignored him and looked at the second blasphemy slate in front. What's the difference between this and a Marauder's avatar? If Amon becomes an error, he too can separate at least two sequence 1 avatars? At least? There's a chance he can just separate all 3 and just be the uniqueness and be like, I can run with this. What the fuck is going on here? I love how it's like, dude, oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? Lord of the Mysteries is like chemistry or like physics. Like all all volume 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we're gonna teach you all the rules, okay? And then in volume 7 and 8, we're gonna tell you that we actually break the rules all the fucking time. You don't actually even need to know them. We just fucking made them up and we just lie about them all the time. Like, what? Like, oh, you need like 3 sequence 1 characteristics, a ritual, and a uniqueness to become a god. Oh, actually, you only need like 1 of those things. Like, really, on a good day, you can just like wish really hard and you just become a god. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? What the fuck did I read all this for then? Excuse me? What the fuck? Does that mean that the sequence 1 that's envisioned is completely separated from the real body and can be considered another person? Only by using some method or some medium can one awaken. Klein asked, you awakened when you became a visionary? No. When I perished and True was born. Was no one suspicious? Klein asked. If the deities knew that the ancient sun god had long been resurrected in Adam, the history of the Fourth Epoch would have most likely been to besiege the Solomon Empire, the Twilight Hermit Order, and the Amon family. Apart from True knowing about this, and perhaps only Evernight having her suspicions, Adam said, his voice, neither fast nor slow, I disguise myself as a zealot wanting my father to awaken in my body. It's not difficult for a king of angels from the visionary pathway to do so. So, Medici... Klein suddenly felt pity for the Red Angel. Thinking up to this point, he lowered his head to look at the blood-stained wooden stake at his chest. Adam calmly said, it was a necessary sacrifice. Why do you think he can remain alive for so many years after becoming an evil spirit without being discovered? Are you just going to let me wait like this? Klein said. You can also choose to leave this cathedral, but Zaratul will be waiting for you at the entrance. In your present state, you will quickly become his marionette, Adam said. Klein fell silent as he read the remaining of the second blasphemy slate. Dude, oh my god, Klein is actually so cooked. How is he getting out of this? Oh my god, I know how we get out of this. I know how we get out of this. We let the Lord of Mysteries, the previous Lord of Mysteries, awaken in Klein's body, okay? And we let him just wreak havoc around here. He just beats the fuck out of everybody around here. And then we'll figure out the corruption shenaniganery later. I don't know about all that. I don't know. One step at a time, fellas, okay? One step at a time. In the fog sea, the dawn sailed through the undulating blue... Athmani, holy shit, dude. Thank you so much. You... Oh my god, thank you so much. You... Holy fuck, dude. You didn't have to. Oh my god. Thank you so much. What the fuck? Jesus. Holy shit. Thank you so much, dude. What? Oh my god. Thank you. Seriously, so much, dude. What the fuck? I don't have any words. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say here, okay? I'm autistic, okay? No, thank you, Athmani, thank you. Yeah, I can pay rent, yeah. My parents have been hounding me about that. That's not even a joke. Okay. Wait, hold on. Where am I? Okay. In the fog sea, the dawn silently sailed through the undulating blue waves. Bernadette opened her eyes and sat up. She sat up and frowned as she picked up an item on the table. This item was completely golden in color, and there was mysterious symbols engraved on its surface, making it look like a miniature water flask. Sealed artifact 005, magic wishing lamp. Bernadette held the wishing lamp and bowed her head as she chanted, "The fool that doesn't belong to this era." If Klein can somehow respond to this prayer, and he can like give her good luck and tell her like, "Yo, I need you to make a wish for me." He's like, "Listen, I'll minimize the negative effects for you, because like I'll give you all the good luck I can, but I need you to hit me with Klein for some reason gains the power of fucking Lord of Mysteries for the next 10 minutes and just beats the fuck out of everybody." It's like, "Oh, ancient sun god, you're talking mad shit, motherfucker. What's up now?" Oh, hold on, let me cook. 1347 pillar. The uniquenesses are like the weight-bearing pillars. Something about a uniqueness? Klein gets the uniqueness of the full pathway? Oh god. Above the grey fog in the ancient palace, beside the fool's seat, a prayer point of light expanded to produce a rippling halo. It was as though someone had suddenly drawn the curtains in a dark sealed room, allowing sunlight to shine in. The whirlpool of maggots, which had already quietened down, once again went berserk as it began to flail. Klein's gaze swept past the parts that were related to the Lord of Mysteries as he read the subsequent contents of the slate. Eternal darkness, singularity of all space, time in one? What the fuck? River of eternal darkness. Darkness uniqueness. The Evernight Pathway Sequence 0 is darkness. Oh, cool. Sleepless is darkness. Ah, the darkness pathway. That's a cool name. Plus death, eternal sleeper uniqueness. Death is also known as eternal sleeper? I'll toss that in there. Asik's dad is an eternal sleeper, for real. Twilight Giant. Okay, would not have guessed that one. I knew something giant, but Twilight Giant is interesting. Okay. One Pale Emperor Beyonder character. No, sorry, wait. I missed a thing. One Knight of Misfortune Beyonder characteristic. Knight of Misfortune. Okay. One Pale Emperor. The Pale Disaster. Pale Emperor. Ah, that kind of works too. Okay. Pale Emperor. Okay, cool. One Hand of God characteristic. Okay, Milos. Alright, you're coming out of timeout, motherfucker. Alright, it's getting crazy over here. Yeah. Alright, you're coming out of timeout now. Ramiro, how's it going? Okay. Goddess of origins, mother of all, brood hive of filth. Brood hive, mother uniqueness, moon uniqueness, mother and moon. These are ones I already know. Yes, perfect. One nature walker characteristic, one beauty goddess characteristic. The anarchy. Shadow of Order. Oh my god, these names are so hard. Oh my god. Dude, this motherfucker, dude, I, like, you know that fucking meme where, like, the guy's writing and, like, shit's on fire? Oh my god. This is crazy work. The Anarchy, Shadow of Order, Nation of Disorder, plus Black Emperor uniqueness, plus Justiciar uniqueness. 1. Prince of Abolition characteristic. 1. Hand of Order characteristic. Calamity of Destruction. Origin of Disaster. Are we at 90 people? Oh, we're at 89. Yeah, close enough. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Oh, wait, hold on. City of Calamity. Demoness. Chaos Demoness. Primordial Demoness. Uniqueness. Why the fuck does this bitch have 3 names? Hold on, I gotta add these to my fucking thing. Where's my shit? Bro, where's the fucking Demoness pathway? Are you fucking kidding me? Demoness, Red Priest pathway, yeah. Apocalypse Beyonder characteristic. Apocalypse Beyonder? Conqueror, +1 Conqueror characteristic. Father of devils, Lord of deviance, source of curses. Oh my god, that might be the hardest one. Father of devils, Lord of deviance, source of curses. Oh my god. Tenebrous world, abyss uniqueness. Do I know the abyss? Do I know which one is the abyss pathway? Abyss? Yes, I do know that one. Plus chained uniqueness. I think I also know that one. That's the prisoner pathway, I believe. Oh no, I don't. That's chained. Okay, cool. I didn't know that one. Okay, cool. 1 Filthy Monarch. Ew, that is such a dog shit name. That's so bad. Dude, imagine being a sequence 1 fucking as strong as you can basically get without being a god and being called filthy. Get shit on. +1 Abomination characteristic. Demon of Knowledge, Arcana of Madness, Knowledge More. The Hermit uniqueness. Do we know the Hermit? Oh, the Mystery Prior is Hermit. Ah, very cool. Very cool. Hermit, okay. Plus Paragon uniqueness. Okay, I was right. Paragon was the Savant pathway. Fantastic. Plus Knowledge Emperor characteristic. Plus Oh, I have Light of Darkness. Oh, Illuminator is so much better. Excuse me? Illuminator characteristic. Key of Light. Endless Disorder. Incarnation of Fate. Key of Light. Wheel of Fortune uniqueness. Wheel of Fortune. +1 Giant Serpent Beyonder characteristic. Giant Serpent characteristic. What is Giant Serpent? Is that the Snake of Mercury? I know all the sequence zeros now? Oh my god. Holy fuck, I know all the sequence zeros now. Dude, when it rains, it fucking pours. I was missing like half of them, and it gave them to me in 2 chapters. These are the Great Old One's titles, corresponding to the 9 Sephiroth. After reading it, Klein sighed. If he and the Emperor had this much mysticism knowledge earlier, neither would have ended up in their present situations. Hold on. I just gotta copy-paste all this into my notes, okay? Hold on, give me a second. Because like this I need, normally I wouldn't, because we're so high, because we're in such a high place right now, I wouldn't. But like this one I need to know. No, I still don't know all the sequence. Yeah, you guys, no. I think we can take off. Well, I mean, you guys would know better than I. Are we still on thing? Okay, there we go. That's it. Let's go. Okay, let's go. At certain times, even without using Beyonder powers, knowledge is equivalent to power. The titles of the combined pathways of the Earth and Moon are somewhat different from the Mother Goddess of Depravity. From the looks of it, it is indeed just a part of her, which means that the title and authority left to the outer deity on the Moon is the Mother Goddess of Depravity, origin of evil, the indestructible. By the same logic, the Mother Tree of Desire's full name should be Mother Tree of Desire, Heartless God, Perpetual Blatherer. The current situation on the Son of Chaos isn't super clear. It seems as though he's vanished and no one can understand him. I'm telling you, the Son of Chaos is stuck in a fucking lamp. The old Lord of Mysteries was like, I'm sorry, Son of Chaos? You're talking mad shit right now. You want to see some chaos? Let me show you some fucking mystery, okay? How about you figure out the mystery of how you're gonna get your ass out of this fucking lamp, you piece of shit. Good luck. He then asked, from the looks of it, the omniscient and omnipotent is the strongest. The Lord of Mysteries and the Space of Time and One are ranked 2nd. The rest are ranked 3rd. How the fuck did you reach that one? How did you reach that conclusion? What? This was determined by the number of pathways each needed, excluding the outer deities. Oh, I see. Okay. Adam looked up at the blasphemy slate and said, that's not it. The number of authorities has a certain connection to level and status, but not entirely. The corresponding characteristics, powers, and symbols are all equally important. After the original creator split apart, the 3 pillars stood above the Great Old Ones. Huh? Who the fuck are the pillars? Huh? One was the God Almighty, omniscient and omnipotent. The other, the Lord of Mysteries, the King of Space and Time. And the last, the Mother Goddess of Depravity, origin of evil. So Mother Goddess of Depravity is evil, but if we can get a good Lord of Mysteries and a good God Almighty, we might have a chance against the outer deities, because those are pillars. Because one of the pillars is evil, but if we can get 2 good ones, we might have a chance. Okay. But Amon is kind of a piece of shit. Upon hearing Adam's last sentence, Klein couldn't help but look down at his left sleeve. Eridus was hiding inside. No wonder Eridus said that he saw a pillar and support from... Oh. Is it going to be like from like Chinese mythology or whatever? Like the pillar of the universe? Is that what we're talking about? Klein had suddenly arrived at a state of enlightenment as he was a little more convinced by what Adam had just said. At this moment, Adam nodded at an adequate pace. Currently, the first 2 pillars only exist in the form of Sephiroth. After the Mother Goddess of Depravity had the Broodhive and other 2 Beyonder pathways separated from her, she became not much different from the other outer deities. Only her symbol as a pillar remains. If it wasn't for the blood-stained stake in Klein's heart, he definitely would have felt that the ambiance was great for a conversation. So the mother goddess is not a real outer deity? She's like... Oh, sorry, she is an outer deity, she just doesn't stand above them anymore, because she's not a pillar. She's like, okay, I see. Okay, cool. Did we hit 100 people? Mine's showing 97. Am I crazy? I don't know. Oh, there it is. 100. Fantastic. Holy fuck. Another 100 stream. Thank you, guys. And we're only like an hour in. Excuse me? Okay, let's keep going. If it wasn't for the bloodstained stake in his heart, Klein would have thought the ambiance was perfect for conversation. In moments when his mind trailed, he even imagined that he and Adam were friends, happily discussing some knowledge while waiting for his child, Amon, to return home. Of course, I'm the dinner that Amon is waiting for. She has the symbolism of a pillar, but not the pure power. Ah, I see. Okay. Thank you, Romero. I have to say that a spectator's ability to influence others' knowledge, experience, and state is so powerful. As Klein told himself to be on guard, he asked in puzzlement, I thought the other outer deities, like the mother goddess of depravity, who has 2 or even 3 Sephiroth, are considered pillars. Adam looked down at the silver pendant hanging across his chest and said, she only has 1 Sephiroth. Under normal circumstances, the Sephiroth cannot be separated. Only when the original creator split and created an embodiment of convergence and separation did the Sephiroth tear apart, allowing some to be sucked into our planet. In other words, the present Sephiroth, the mother goddess of depravity, is incomplete. The future Great Old One, mother of all, wouldn't be a complete Great Old One, Klein pressed? It was so at the beginning. But the Sephiroth has the ability to mend itself. The present mother goddess of depravity, Sephiroth, isn't incomplete. And the brood hive can also create a Great Old One itself. The only problem is that the mother goddess of depravity can only use 1 portion of pillar she symbolizes, unless she has fused with the brood hive again. I'm gonna need to ask y'all a lot of questions at this point, but whatever. This has also caused the birth and life of the feminist powers in the entire universe to undergo an anomaly. However, thousands of years at a time at astronomical scales is a very short amount of time, and the influence hasn't spread. The mother goddess of depravity is the reason we have feminism? What? And if any other outer deity obtains a Sephiroth that is neighboring theirs, making it equivalent to having 2 Sephiroth, I can't predict what will happen. Before that, only the original creator had contained more than a singular Sephiroth. However, as long as he awakens, he will definitely split apart. Klein nodded as he thoughtfully asked, in the beginning, the creator accommodated at least 9 Sephiroth. This doesn't mean that having 2 Sephiroths or even 3 will not result in a problem. There should be a critical point. No one can verify this presently, Adam said. I'm guessing that some existences have attempted it before. After all, convergence is very strong. Which existences? Klein asked. The God Almighty from the early First Epoch, also called the Primordial One. In addition, there is the Lord of Mysteries, the one you often recite. As he spoke, Adam turned to look at Klein in an imitating manner, the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing. Huh? The old Lord of Mysteries was like, nah, just being a pillar of the universe isn't enough. I need to be 2 pillars. I need to be all the pillars. I need to actually become the universe? What is he on? Celestial worthy is equal to Lord of Mysteries? Okay. I kind of assumed that already, but okay, that's cool. These two seem to have vanished. The outcome of their attempts don't seem like it was good. Klein had thought of what he should say next to Adam when he turned his head to look at the blasphemy slate yet again. What I can be sure of is that some Sephiroth cannot be accommodated at the same time. In this universe, there is a hidden fourth pillar representing everything, including the end of the Great Old Ones and the universe itself. It corresponds to two Sephiroth, the River of Eternal Darkness and the City of Calamity. Simply put, if the Evernight can become an eternal darkness, singularity of all space and time in one, she can further occupy two pathways of Demoness and Red Priest encompassing the City of Calamity, truly becoming the fourth pillar. However, when that happens, she will either enter a deep sleep, be passively split apart, or it will cause the entire universe, including her, to be annihilated, starting everything all over again. You should start using... Ramiro, how is that on me, bro? I gave such clear timings. I gave you 11 hours of notice, and I scheduled stream. Come on. Come on. That's not on me. Oh, I feel like you're lying. Salov Q, holy shit, dude. Holy shit. Thank you so much. You didn't have to. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy fuck. Thank you so much. What the fuck is going on over here? What? I can go get some. Yeah. Oh my. What the fuck? Okay, you know what? I'm gonna. All right. Okay, that seals it. I'm gonna hire someone to do the Volume 6 video. I'll get that out for you guys quickly. Okay, because me editing it is taking me so fucking long. But I'll get someone else to do it. Holy shit. Oh, I think that's Australian money. I think it said A. Australian dollars, I think. Thanks a lot. Seriously, thank you so much, man. Holy fuck. We didn't hit the number, Milos. Okay, we didn't hit the number that was required. Fuck off. We didn't. What did Dandelion say? Yes, okay. Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Where am I? Stop! No, stop! I'm losing my place. Okay. Australian? Oh, okay, nice. Man, the timing's gotta be so fucked for you then, no? It's like... What? Nagito, whenever we hit the number, okay? Whenever we hit the number was 100 members. That was the number. Never expected that. Above the sequence, once above the sequence is reached, the symbolism is more important than authority. Adam, no, the ancient sun god's mysticism knowledge is terrifying. As expected of a quasi-great old one. How many are we at? Do you guys actually want the answer? Okay, how can I not lose my place? You motherfuckers keep asking me questions. I gotta look away. Okay. Just so y'all don't think I'm lying, I'll just show it to you. Because y'all will think I'm lying otherwise. We're at 47. Okay. Let's go. Hold on, where are we? In other words, a demigod of the sleepless pathway can transfer to the demoness pathway? Yes. But in that case, there's no way to become a great old one unless one thinks of a way to separate characteristics from before. Excuse me? What? Sleepless pathway can transfer to the demoness or the other pathway? Oh? Where did the first potion formulas related to the Great Old Ones even come from? The first blasphemy slate didn't seem to have them. Why were they hidden in the different sequence 0 potions? Adam's expression changed. After I gained initial control of the omniscience and omnipotence authority, I began to deduce the method and pathway to become a Great Old One. Finally, I found a suitable formula and figured out the different symbolism. Unfortunately, at that time, the Primordial One had also awoken inside me. The Primordial One was inside him? Whoa, okay, they're getting freaky out here. Excuse me? Excuse me? They be doing some stuff. Therefore, when the ancient sun god perished, you used a portion of your body and will to create a second blasphemy slate, Klein sighed. From now on, there will be light for the apocalypse. It also, Klein's saying like from now there will be light for the apocalypse, as in now that new pillars of the universe are gonna awaken, they have a chance against fighting against the greater old ones. I see. Okay. It also ended the chaotic battle between the deities due to anger, emotions, and other reasons, initiating the work of working towards becoming great old ones together. Adam maintained his previous expression and didn't say anything. Klein fell silent as he asked, "Now that you have all the sequence, which is my coolest name for sequence 0? Solovq, no! Dude, stop! No! Yo! Oh my god! Dude, holy fuck! W's! Oh my fucking god! Excuse me? Thank you so much, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck is going on today? Lex Luthor cosplay when? I'll yoink off this wig right now. Holy shit. Excuse me? Is there oil in Australia? Yeah, it's a big country, I'm sure there is. You can buy the house your parents. Oh my god, Solovq, man. You didn't have to. What the fuck? What the fuck is... What favorite great old one name? Oh, I do have this. My favorite great old one. Okay. My favorite great old one is Father of Devils, Lord of Deviance, Source of Curses. Oh my god. That is so hard. Wait, I'm getting more time to take it. This sounds good. Okay. I think that one is so good. Adam maintained his previous expression as he didn't say anything. Klein fell silent as he asked, "What kind of humanity did you fabricate in that marionette of mine?" This is true. How much fucking XP does he have? He has Solovku has 8,000 XP. Money has 2,600. Nagato's third at 300. Nagato, we'll do that. We'll do that later. We'll do that later. Oh my god! By the way, Money, is that Arthur? Is that Arthur? Is your profile pic Arthur? I just saw that when I was pulling it up. Can I fucking change this? This song is starting to irritate the fuck out of me. I can't listen to it again. Oh my god. Dude, yeah, I have to read. This is crazy work. Hold on. Yes? Okay, nice. Adam turned his head and said he was too tired. He wanted rest and freedom, even if only for a few seconds. Klein gaped, not knowing how to respond. "Why didn't you address him as Garin? You refer to him as that marionette," Adam asked. "I am Garin. Garin is me. If I separate them, even if I escape your divine kingdom, it'll be hard for me to avert the fate of losing control." Having said that, Klein paused and looked ahead. "You only have godhood left?" Oh, he said like, "Oh, you don't have any humanity left at all, do you?" Oh, that's such a hard roast. He's like, "Oh, you've become nothing." Rorstad Archipelago, City of Generosity, Bayam. After returning here, Verdu Abraham learned that the god of war was a rather active existence in the Fourth Epoch. It was possible for him to respond to believers. Then he hired a poor person who was willingly risked his life to pray to the god of war to confirm there was no danger. And the price of all, that was £300. Now, he received a report that was not only that poor person not dead, he had also had some of his wishes fulfilled. Oh my god! Oh my god! Amon is really cooking with Medici. He's like, "Bro, I'll give you whatever you need, okay? We need to get this idiot to bring Mr. Door out. We're gonna get the door of all doors to become the door for me to become a fucking super god." Oh, Wayne, thanks for popping by, man. Sorry, we're going so fucking slow today. Excuse me? Oh my god. Okay, let me lock in for real. Blue Mountain... Solovku, no. Okay, no. No, none of that. Solovku, no. You're good. You know what? It's a weekend. Take it. You're chilling. Don't even worry about it. You don't need to know. No. It's not important. Leave it. No. Milo, shut the fuck up! No, guys, shut the fuck up! No, stop! No, Solovku, please, I'm begging you, please, no. You can't, no, dude, seriously, it's okay. No, Solovku, you don't need to. It's all good, man. Go to work. You know what? Take a long lunch break. Don't even worry. You don't need to know. It's not even important, really. It's like a second thought. Don't even sweat it. It's all good. No, I need to read. Stop. Okay. Blue Mountain Island, within a primitive forest. Worried that official Beyonders would discover the ritual outside the city, Verdu Abraham, who had finished making preparations using a sealed artifact to teleport away from Bayam, arrived in an uninhabited place. Rubbing the pain in his ribs, Verdu took off the black robe and placed it aside. Following that, he set up an altar, lit the candles, and burned the correct essential oils, extracts, and herbal powder. After finishing the setup, Verdu took 2 steps back and lowered his voice to chant, "The great god of war, the symbol of iron and blood, the ruler of chaos and strife." A howling wind echoed in dark. Adam, shut the fuck up! Amidst the rustling of the branches and leaves, 2 of the candles on the altar suddenly emitted crackling sounds. The corresponding candle flames rose from the size of a sapling to a towering tree. At the same time, the colors of the candlelights changed from orange to bright white. The wind that passed through the forest became even more intense. Two fiery pillars. No, Solovku, go take lunch. No, stop. No, dude. No, dude, seriously. No, no, not even as like a joke thing. Dude, seriously. You're okay. Like, seriously. I appreciate all that you did, but like, seriously. That's a lot of money, dude. Just leave it. It's all good. Like, you did so much today. It's all good. Just leave it, please. That's okay. You can just watch, man. It's all good. We don't need to do any of it. Like, you're chilling. That's a lot of money. You're okay. That's a lot. No, like, Solovki, you've already given like a crazy amount of, like, a fucking crazy. No, money, stop. No, guys. Seriously, I appreciate the support, guys, more than you guys understand. But like, that's a lot of money. That's okay. Like, Pushkar, thanks, man. 3 months. That's crazy work. Seriously, thank you. Like, no, Pushkar, no. Arthur, 3 months, man. Crazy work. No, seriously, guys, like, that's a lot of money. Both of you, like, seriously, it's all, like, that's like a lot of money. It's okay. We're having a good stream. We can leave it there. It's all good, man. I'm so scared. No, please. No, Solovku, stop. At the same time, the colors of the candlelight changed from orange to bright white. The winds that passed through the forest became even more intense. The two fiery pillars of light intertwined, twisting into a blurry, huge figure. At that moment, Abraham felt an indescribable gaze from high on above. He bowed his head. "Great God of War, your lowly believer would like to pray for your help." He knew from his family books that the most important thing to take note of was to not make the God of War angry. Get some hype music, okay? Hype. Man, Kami's not here. I really wish he was. I just made the... Oh, title. Yes. Fuck. God damn it. We're running so behind today. What the fuck? Okay, no, I'm gonna need to... I'm gonna need to really lock in right now. Please, yeah, guys, seriously, don't. I need to read. I can't be streaming for 8 hours. This can't happen. That is not my fault. It's your guys' fault. I was really clear with time. Okay. You lowly mortal, a god is not present to satisfy your wishes. Speak your prayers and I'll decide whether to help you in the end. Great God of War, what should I do to make my ancestor, Mr. Dor Bethel Abraham, return to the real world? A sacrifice. Sacrifice a bizarro sorcerer, a secret sorcerer, and a parasite. You already know of it, the flaming giant said. It's the same answer given by Dorian's student, Verdu sighed. Great God of War, what must I pay to request you to complete this ritual for me? The price is not something you can afford. Your pale and puny soul isn't even qualified to be embers. But Mr. Dor can, Verdu said. Oh, sorry. Just as Verdu was disappointed and abnormally depressed, the flaming giant continued. But Mr. Dor can. Besides, I am in a good mood today. Sacrifice a portion of your blood to me as a mark of the contract. I will request the corresponding price from Mr. Dor himself. That's possible? Verdu subconsciously had his suspicions, but he felt there was nothing wrong with it. This guy's a fucking idiot, dude. How he has survived to this long, I'll never understand. This guy's a fucking idiot. As for whether Mr. Doors was willing to proceed with the deal, Verdu had never considered it. From his point of view, anyone who was in an exiled and sealed state would undoubtedly want to escape, even if they had to pay a huge price. Yes, Mr. God of War, Verdu said. He then changed the ritual and added the sacrifice and bestowment parts of the ritual and used a metal dagger to pierce his arm and let out some blood. When the blood turned into dark red pearls and passed through the door of sacrifice, it became extremely dark, as though there was countless monsters lurking within. In the next second, an object was spat out from the door. A semi-transparent meat blob with slippery tentacles. On the meat blob, twisted maggots crawled out from one after another. Seeing the object, Verdu's head turned dizzy, as though a large amount of gunk had been injected into it. Yeah, because you're looking at a fucking part of the spirit mythical form or whatever. At this moment, a flame landed, enveloping his body. With a layer of red light, Verdu no longer suffered any anomalies as he looked at the blob of meat. On the heels of that, another object was spat out. It was a bird with a deformed head. Every feather shimmered with a faint stellar radiance, strands of insect like brilliance drilled into its body. Worms of Star. Is this a monster with a secret sorcerer characteristic? The previous one was a bizarre sorcerer. Indeed, they're only names of potions, they don't refer to people. It's the same with the title of demigods, unless the term half-man is added to the title. Verdu had a deep understanding of this pathway. You have a deep understanding of dick. You're an idiot. I wouldn't trust you to fucking do anything. Shut the fuck up. At this moment, the ritual to help Mr. Door to escape could be done by sacrificing demigod monsters of the Seer, Apprentice, and Marauder pathway. Furthermore, there was no need for Verdu to do it himself. How someone can exist for this fucking long and in a family that has existed for like 1,000 years and have access to this much knowledge and be this fucking stupid is phenomenal to me. It's crazy work. This made it difficult for Verdu to suppress the joy in his heart. He looked at the door of sacrifice with great anticipation for a third sacrifice to be spat out. In just a second, an object flew out from the darkness and landed on the altar. An unconscious crow. It only looked like a crow. Its right eye had a ring of black, and the feathers were almost transparent. Oh, a sequence 4 of the... it's an avatar of Amon, okay. He is special. Oh, he's special, alright. Inside the corpse cathedral. You only have godhood left? Klein asked. He felt that a certain identity or a particular persona to revive definitely had problems. Even if the identity, the persona, had a real body, real characteristics, and a certain level of self-awareness, it wouldn't be perfect. And Adam's behavior had deepened his suspiciousness. Sitting beside him, Adam, who was dressed in a simple white robe, didn't show any changes in expression. He maintained his composure. Yes, I'll only be complete if I fuse with true. When he says true, I assume he means like true creator. Indeed, Klein sighed and said, although the true creator is an embodiment of the negative personalities, he has inherited your humanity. That is why he went mad. 88 artworks? Are you out of your fucking mind, Milosh? Klein thought for a moment and asked, if the two of you fuse, who would take center stage? That is what we have been competing for after we awaken, Adam said. The more reason why my lord is peak. He has humanity, I guess that's something, but he's also a piece of shit. What do you think about Romero's lord? I don't know, I'm starting to come around though. He doesn't seem like that bad a guy. I mean, yes, he killed Dunn, which I'm still pretty pissed about, but whatever. Now, small sacrifices. Therefore, you obtained the first blasphemy slate through Amon, hoping to gain control of the Chaos Sea and gain the upper hand, Klein thought. Bye, Daniel. All of you seem to have a tacit understanding regarding this matter. The true creator has never made an issue out of your identity or used external forces to deal with you. This is between us, Adam replied. I have a nagging feeling that the Red Angel's death and many of the things that happened before weren't that simple. Not too... I guess Dunn did kind of rip his own heart out. I guess kind of true. I have a nagging feeling that the Red Angel's death and many of the things that happened during the Fourth Epoch weren't so simple, Klein said. Klein kept asking and probing. Apart from trying to understand more and more secrets, he was stalling for time. Compared to being hypnotized by Adam and turning muddle-headed or sleepy, he wished to stay awake. With this in mind, Klein lowered his head and looked at the wooden stake in his chest. Why do you say that? Adam said. Before the Black Emperor returned, the Solomon Empire had only one true god, the true creator, and the Red Priest's uniqueness, the nobles and powers who supported Elisa Tudor, occupied the four uniquenesses of Visionary, Door, Error, and the Fool. Together, even adding on the King of Angel Ouroboros, they wouldn't have been able to fend off 6 orthodox deities like the Evernight and company. Klein is just like you, in what sense? Furthermore, they still had the Justiciar uniqueness on hand. Bro, the Solomon Empire was cooking. They had all this? They had all this work? What? In such a situation, even if you didn't plan on scheming to target the Red Angel, no one would suspect you. Of course, a crazy Blood Emperor would still be more useful to you. Adam's gaze remained unchanged as he stared at the huge cross. The first Solomon Emperor, all the same, dude, that's kind of wicked. Adam's gaze remained unchanged as he stared at the true cross. You don't understand because you don't know enough. You know nothing, Jon Snow. I'm sorry. In the Fourth Epoch, apart from the 3 great empires and the true deities and kings of angels behind them, there was also the Demoness sect and the Moses ascetic order. There was also the Abyss's infiltration and secretly developed artisans, as well as the southern continent's Bayam. And that wasn't all. There were many other factors. For example, the conflict between the 6 deities, Klein said. More than that, Adam responded. Good lord. Sorry about that. You should have been to Bansi, Adam said. In addition, after I perished, the invasion on reality by the outer deities clearly deepened. Imagine how fucking hard you have to be able to say, my existence kept all of the outer deities out of our world, but ever since I perished, they started deepening their influence. You're like, what? How? You're so goated, what? Above the grey fog, due to the lack of responses to the prayer lights representing Bernadette, it kept expanding and contracting, provoking the vortex formed by the transparent maggots, frantically flailing its transparent tentacles, lashing in every direction. After repeated misses, one of the tentacles touched the corresponding prayer light. $13.49. Door? Is Mr. Door out? Oh, Mr. Door, you're so dead, bro. You're gonna look so cool for like a solid 4 minutes, and then they're gonna kill the fuck out of you. Evernight and Storm are gonna go, bitch, you understand we were giving you a kindness, right? Oh, I'm sorry, you want me to beat your ass? No problem. That's easy. We didn't kill you not because we couldn't, we just thought it was too mean. Solovq, brother, there's an easier way to just put it in chat, bro. Dude, like, I appreciate you so much, but you don't have to. Oh my god, you can just put it in chat. Oh my god. We love you all the same. We love everyone here, okay? There's like 2 or 3 people we don't personally like, but you can message me about them privately, okay? We don't like to talk about it. We don't tell... I mean, if you ask Kami, he will very publicly tell you. but no, like, we like everyone. No, so you don't ever have to worry. But seriously, you could just put it in chat. You're no... Like, you didn't have to do all that, dude. You're kidding. Yeah, yeah. Ramiro. After Bernadette received no response, she held the magic wishing lamp and walked to the window. Oh, Ramiro. Okay, tomorrow. When me and Easy are live, you gotta give me the you gotta mod me, okay, please. Max, I can do. I did not. I don't ever need to know that. Okay, it's all good. Seriously, thank you so much for everything, Slavky, man. Seriously, thank you. Fuck is today? Dude, okay, I need to actually lock it. I'm gonna be here forever. After Bernadette received no response, she held the magic wishing lamp and walked to the window in the captain's cabin to take in a deep blue sea. The sight limits me. I figured that, Solovku, but like seriously, thank you so much, man. Like you did not need to do like thank you. Listen, I'm autistic, okay? I don't know how to think. I don't know how to thank any of my fucking members. Like I don't know what I can give you guys. That's just the like I have nothing. I don't have anything of value enough to give me. No, zero. No, Solovky, no. 0. Zero. Nope. I'm so scared. I don't know. Dude, I don't know how to... I don't... You wanna do it? You wanna do a coin flip, Solovku? I assume you're not gonna believe me if I just tell you no? You're gonna... Listen, will you just take a no if I tell you to? I doubt you will, but... What, is this the old Google? Why the fuck is it like this? Am I crazy? Fuck, okay. Wait. Coin flip. Heads. Okay, we're good. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're good. Okay, you can just leave, Solovky. You're good. Oh, thank God. Oh my fucking God. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Khaled, I feel so bad. I don't have anything to offer him that's worth this much. Like, I don't have anything to offer him. I don't have anything to offer any of you. Like, any of you guys that are members, I feel bad enough for. Like, I don't know why you guys support me. I don't understand. Like, I have nothing to offer this man. Like... And Audrey cosplays enough. No, that's no. Audrey cosplay is all easy. Okay. What I promised was eventually we will do an ASIC cosplay, and then And then if things get good enough, if we're like really cooking, then we might do a Sharon cosplay in time. Okay, I'll get the wig. We'll do the whole shenaniganery. Okay, we'll do but like I'm not doing a Sharon I'm not doing a Audrey cosplay. Okay. After Bernadette received no response, she held the magic wishing lamp and walked to the window. She wasn't impatient, nor did she attempt to use her powers of prophecy, patiently waiting. After a few minutes, a grayish-white fog appeared in her eyes. I know, I think we're gonna probably hit like 30k in the next like week or so, Pushkar, which is crazy work. Right on the heels of that, the fog was dyed golden, as though it was coated with a layer of sticky syrup. Bernadette immediately bowed her head and looked at the magic wishing lamp in her hand. She saw that the wick at the mouth of the lamp had automatically ignited itself. Above the grey fog in the ancient palace, beside the fool's chair, the prayer light. The Baki video isn't removed? What are you talking about? It's still on there. What are you talking about? No, stop distracting me. Not right now. Fuck. No, I'm gonna be here forever. No, stop. Above the grey fog in the ancient palace, in the fool's chair, the prayer light, which was the size of a human head, instantly occupied by a blurry figure. The figure's gaze penetrated the prayer light and penetrated the grey fog, looking at the maggot vortex that was attempting to destroy everything. His voice immediately reverberated in Sephira Castle. You already lost control? The old fool? The tone of the Oh no! Oh! This is the witching lamp. Oh! This is the son of chaos. The tone of the genie was clearly mocking. He didn't care whether the crazy worms of spirit could understand him. At this moment, a strange door of light, formed from countless balls of light, appeared above the chair of the fool. It was faintly describable. Good night, Solovki. I don't have anything to offer this man. I feel so bad. I don't have anything to give him. What am I supposed? Solovki, are you on the Discord, man? Before you go? I don't know if you already left. I don't. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god. I feel so bad. I feel so bad. Like, I don't have anything to offer this man. Okay, I'll get the volume 6 video done within the next 3 or 4 days. Okay. I'll pay someone to edit it. It's fine. I'm actually gonna be here forever. Like, I'm just never. It was faintly describable and emitted a bright light, forming a complicated symbol. The symbol originally existed behind the fool's chair. As the symbol took form, the strange light became fainter and fused into the space. In the next second, Klein's voice came from the symbol. Genie, I want to make a deal with you. I told you you'd eventually agree, the figure laughed. After laughing for a few seconds, the genie calmed down. I was just wondering, how is it possible for the owner of Sephira Castle to so easily lose control? This was a preparation I made for the worst case scenario, the voice of the fool rang out. The genie laughed. Aren't you afraid that I'll raise the price at the last minute? This is one of my preparations, but for you, it might be the only chance for a long time. The genie's figure swayed as it said, my conditions are the same as before. As long as you remove the seal and release me, I will take what belongs to me and go back to the cosmos. I will leave the rest to you and grant you 3 wishes. Of course, from the looks of it, you seem to be in need for an advance payment. The promise I'll give you is to send the magic wishing lamp into the cosmos before the end of 1368 of this epoch's age. As for how you get out of your predicament, that is your problem. My request is even simpler. I need only 2 wishes. This is the deal that I'm talking about. Whether you agree with it, it is up to you. I created a new role. What did you call it? I couldn't figure out what role to give. Because I was trying to give money, like the high sequencer role, but the Sapphire bot kept taking it away. So I made a new role for him. What did you call the new one? I don't know. We'll just move money to that one, I guess. I don't know. Oh, that'll do it. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. 1368 was the year when the oldest one's barrier disappeared. It was acknowledged by the world's prophets as the apocalypse. Send him money inside the game? How would I send him money inside the game? What? The blurry and distorted figure fell silent before saying, if you don't remove the seal, the wishes I can grant you will be limited. Once it exceeds a certain level, it will be granted in an extremely twisted fashion. Nagito, that's just for today. I'm not, especially after what I'm... No, money, it's all good. No, I think I don't know if Salovky's in the Discord. Fuck. I think he's already gone. Fuck. Is he here? Can I tag him? Oh, he is. The blurry, distorted figure fell silent. If you don't remove the seal, the wishes I can grant will be limited. Once it exceeds a certain level, it'll be granted in a twisted fashion. Inside the symbol, inside the symbol of the fool, Klein said, "You can fulfill these 2 wishes I need now." The genie fell silent and didn't speak. Bayam, inside the primitive forest, Wordle, who was burning up internally and externally, didn't waste any time. According to the God of War's instructions, he modified the altar and engraved the correct symbols, magic labels, and strange patterns. I'm not rich, especially after what I'm gonna do. Money, you don't have to do a fucking thing, dude. Just leave it. You're fine. You don't. There's no competition. You can just leave it. You can just leave it. There's no competition. You can just leave it. You're good. No problem. Wordle, who was burning up both internal parts, he was originally worried. Why only 34 for today? Yeah, because about 14 of them are gonna expire, Nagato. So I just got them yesterday because those 14 will expire tonight, and then from tomorrow the other 14 will be activated. So we'll be back at 20. It's fine. Wordle, who was burning up internally and externally, didn't waste any time. He was originally worried that the 3 demigod monsters would awaken, but when the ritual was ready, the sacrificial items remained unconscious, unable to resist. Money, no. Nope. No. It's no competition, man. You're fine. Nope. Stop. After placing the squirming meat blobs, they formed starbirds and the white raven with the dark eye circles on the right spot. Wordle looked back at a candle on the altar and lit it. He then took a few steps back and chanted, "Great door of all doors, guide of the endless cosmos, key to the mysterious worlds, I pray for your response, praying for you to descend into our world." Before he could finish, 3 loud bangs sounded from the altar. The monsters corresponding to Bizarro Sorcerer, Secret Sorcerer, and Parasite seemed to be held by an invisible hand. They only struggled slightly before exploding, turning into blobs of flesh and blood. The flesh and blood seemed to have a life of their own. Under the guidance of some indescribable force, they gathered in the air, forming transparent, filthy symbols. Countless symbols combined together, forming a huge door that was squirming with blood, one that was more than 5 meters tall. The door stood on the altar. It was pitch black inside. The flames on the candle representing Mr. Door suddenly soared, illuminating the door of flesh and blood. Mr. Door's coming back, isn't he? In the darkness, there were tiny... Excuse me? What the fuck do you mean? Excuse me? Excuse me? Fuck you. Sorry, my chat crashed for a second. My computer just... Hold on. Excuse me? The fuck did he just... What did you just say to me? Okay, we're fine. Sorry. We're fine. My chat crashed and it said not enough memory. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no fucking chance. I have 32 gigs of fucking RAM. You're telling me not enough memory? Are you out of your fucking mind? In the darkness, there were balls of stellar light condensing into spherical lights. On closer inspection, they looked like strange insects. The spherical light rapidly rose, forming a gigantic arm that passed through the door of flesh and blood. This arm, which clearly didn't belong to a human, pressed against the altar and forcibly squeezed out, causing the entire door of blood and flesh to shake. Even the forest and entire island began to shake. Verdu watched this scene happily as his vision blurred. Can I get this music? Yeah, fuck it. This stream's not monetized anyway. What the fuck do I care? I mean, I don't put up any. I just decided to give up on fucking. What music, bro? Oh, okay. I just decided to give up on ads for you guys because the ads, the streams get demonetized every fucking time anyway. So I'm like, why the fuck would I have you guys suffer through ads for other people to get the money? Like, fuck all that. At that point, just have a nice experience. Okay. Verdu subconsciously lowered his head as he saw an eye with bulging blood vessels rolling around. His nose, ears, and remaining eyes, as well as muscles, plopped to the ground one after another. His body collapsed as his flesh and blood completely collapsed. I don't need a fucking monetization. I have all of you guys. Fucking love you guys, dude. At that moment, his arm squeezed through the door of flesh and blood, attempting to pull out the rest of its body. In the darkness behind the door, thick lightning bolts formed a storm that descended, but were swallowed by a sudden appearance of a blood-colored tide. Finally, a gigantic figure formed from pure spherical light passed through the door of flesh and blood. In the next second, the spherical light began to collapse and fold, as though they were undergoing a qualitative change. Following that, dark cracks appeared out of the void. Cracks directly engulfed the different parts of the forest. At the same time, a hurricane from unknown origins blew out a crack and swept in all directions. The entire Blue Mountain island that Bayam was on trembled. Inside the Cathedral of Waves, Aldrew Wilson, who was vexed over failing to monitor Vertu after he teleported, suddenly heard the sound of doors opening. Every door in the city was automatically open in this moment. Aldrew turned his head to look at the forest outside the city that seemed to be the source of the anomaly. The moment the door opened, Derek, who had been awoken by the earthquake, frowned. In the cities like Backland, Trier, St. Malome, all things that could be called doors opened. Above the grey fog, in the ancient palace, the crazy maggot vortex attacked the light golden figure and the fool symbol, but nothing came of it. After nearly a minute, the genie chuckled. You really aren't him. Otherwise, I'd have distorted the promise you made just now and made his seal be automatically removed, the genie chuckled. This effect can only be achieved by twisting the original owner's words. You previously used this method to realize that I'm not the Lord of Mysteries? Klein asked. I have at least 10 ways to verify that you're not him, the genie scoffed. You don't seem like you can maintain this state for long. Okay, the deal has been made. After I complete your 2 wishes, you must send the magic wishing lamp into the cosmos before 1368 of this epoch. The genie's voice gradually turned solemn, as if he was proclaiming a law. At that moment, he seemed to have established a particular rule based on this deal. There was no need to worry that Klein would go back on his promise in the future. I sent a song. Milos, do you want me to use that right now or later? Oh, you think right now? Okay. If you can't fulfill the promise, even if you become a Lord of Mysteries, you will perish and split, the genie warned. Tell me your 2 wishes. Take note. Don't involve higher level beyonder characteristics, and don't exceed the limits of my present powers, or the wishes will be granted in a distorted way. That is a rule that has been set, and I cannot violate it. Let's try the one Milos said. Let's see how that works. Oh, this is interesting. This is very... I don't know. Let's leave this on for a second. We'll see. This is interesting. Genie immediately said with a smile, as long as you credit the artist. Oh, alright. I'll toss it in the Discord as well, but the song is Elegy of the End by Lappy. Sounds quite cool. It's giving me very Bleach vibes. I'll toss it in the description afterwards too. In the symbol of the fool that was outlined by the bright light, Klein said, "My first wish are simple. The 2 wishes that Bernadette Gustave made previously are to be brought under my name. That should be simple for you." Genie smiled. Indeed, you want to make use of the terrible outcomes for making a 3rd wish to deal with your current predicament. Not bad. This is something that stems from my current level. I will satisfy your wish and let you die in pain. Klein's voice sounded again. This is my 2nd wish. Let my utopia give rise to a corresponding region in the spirit world. This doesn't involve the advancement of a sequence, nor does it have anything to do with higher level characteristics. You can certainly do it. Your wish has been granted, the genie said. Oh shit! Oh shit! Inside the corpse cathedral, Klein touched the wooden stake in his chest, as though he was considering how to get it out. During this process, he casually asked Adam, "You didn't attempt to become a god in the 4th epoch because you didn't obtain 008? That was one factor. More importantly, there are still many latent dangers that haven't been resolved at that time." Adam looked at the huge cross in front of him with a warm gaze. Klein turned his head to his side and looked at the visionary and said, "For example, during that period, the remnant will of the primordial one was still quite strong." Before he finished a sentence, a large amount of bright red blood flowed from Klein's head as the corners of his lips curved up. He said, "I got your ass, bitch." Get fucked, you loser. I got your ass, bro. I got your goddamn number, motherfucker. I got your ass. Oh, shit. He's so clever. Klein's ultimate, yeah, I'm gonna kill myself in a video game. Watch this, motherfucker. Adam turned his head and looked at Klein. His limpid, light-colored eyes reflected the gaze reflected the face covered with blood. His expression remained unchanged, as though there was a hint of pity in his eyes. It was as if a god was looking down upon the world. Klein smiled as his head cracked open. This trend of the body caused him to collapse into a pool of blood. In the Corpse Cathedral, in the divine kingdom of Adam the Visionary, Klein died the strangest of deaths. Adam, dressed in a simple white robe, looked at the scene before him with gentleness and calmness. It was unknown if he had expected it or if he had avoided having any emotions. In the ancient palace above the grey fog, that crazy maggot vortex instantly stopped as they broke apart into numerous frozen, dead worms of spirit. In the next second, these worms of spirit turned illusory as they became stained with greyish white, as though they had become fused with the fog of history. They then came back to life as they shimmered with a dark glow and gathered together. In just a few seconds, the worms reassembled into a figure, the figure of Klein Moretti. With his return as the owner of Sephora Castle, the destroyed model table and the 22 high-back chairs quickly returned to normal. The junk scattered across the floor was piled up again. Klein picked up the Staff of the Stars embedded with various gems and sat on the seat of the Fool. The entire space above the grey fog quaked as boundless, almighty, invisible forces surged out. Klein immediately nodded at the golden figure that occupied Bernadette's prayer. "I will fulfill my promise." The genie laughed. "It seems like you haven't inherited his cunningness and shamelessness. Very good." "Bye, Merlin. No worries, man. Appreciate you popping by." "Well done." As Klein separated a worm of spirit to respond to Queen Mystic's prayers, he lowered his head and made a wish. "I wish to be restored to how I was before tonight." When his main body died, he had only taken away the core portion of a miracle invoker characteristic, leaving behind the remains in Adam's Corpse Cathedral, unable to retrieve them. Of course, Klein still had a large portion of the characteristics in the worms of spirit in his body above the grey fog, and the marionettes in Utopia. Zaratul didn't need any additional characteristics, nor did he want them to end up affecting his condition. Therefore, he didn't directly use the law of convergence to suck all the characteristics of the same pathway in Utopia. He collected them using different methods, which was relatively slow. After making his wish, Klein summoned the curtain and draped it over him. Klein's like, "Alright, motherfucker, now I'm a king of angels. Now y'all wanted to fucking do this shit, right, motherfucker? Watch this, alright." Inside the junk pile, the seer pathway, 9 and 3 characteristics that were separated from the curtain previously floated up at the same time, transforming into pure lights that drilled into Klein's body. His condition instantly returned to the time when he was almost done digesting the Miracle Invoker potion. Apart from his lack of a physical body, he was no different from when he was attacked. On the heels of that, Klein finally now cast his gaze at Utopia. Inside, yeah, he's like, alright, Alright, y'all wanted to see some, y'all want to know why I'm the guy who's become the fucking angel faster than anyone else alive, except the people who were born one? Watch this, motherfucker. Inside Utopia, the hooded, black-robed Zaratul, whose face was covered in white whiskers. "Oh, you're an angel, very cool. Well, I'm a king of angels. I might, in like 3 hours time, I'm gonna be a king of angels above the grey fog, okay? I'm gonna beat your ass. So off cue. Thank you, buddy. Alright, you're good to go to bed now. I won't bug you anymore, dude. Thank you. Oh. Ramiro already gave it to him. Okay, I don't even need to. Dude, I fucking... Thank you, Ramiro. Okay. You have now a special title that only you and money are privileged to at the moment. Okay. Inside Utopia... Thank you, Ramiro. Inside Utopia, Zaratul stood on the roof of St. Ariana Cathedral. Beside him was Roselle Gustave's, William Augustus's, and Abomination Sua's historical projection. Well, you said good night. I thought you were going to bed. Sorry. Oh, sorry, never mind. They patiently waited for the door to the court. Oh, because it's 2 p.m. for you. Oh, you're saying it like a colloquial thing. Oh, sorry, apologies. They patiently waited for the door to the Corpse Cathedral to open and for Garin to walk out. He controlled some of his marionettes, dealing with a few of the mutated Utopian marionettes, leaving are remaining portions of marionettes which remain normal to the end. Yeah, I recall him saying that, but then his last message was like, good night, and I was like, oh, I'm smelting gold. Excuse me? Like, just for fun? No, I'm just kidding. They instantly came to life and turned around looking at Zaratul and his historical projection. The pair of eyes sparkled in the darkness. Minecraft? At the same time, a huge shadow descended from the grayish-white fog, enveloping the entirety of that town. Sealing is prohibited here. In the next moment, William Augustus's historical projection raised the sword in his right hand and solemnly made an announcement. Now, working in a lot. Ah, cool. Interesting. Mine gold? Really? That's so cool. What? Okay, I'm gonna bug you about that later in the Discord. What? I'm so interested. Bro's a miner. No, I can't be done. Roselle Gustav's historical projection immediately transformed into a torrent of information that surged towards Klein's remaining marionettes in an attempt to interfere with their movements. As for the historical projection of Abomination Sua, it attacked the shadow that appeared like a curtain in a bid to expand to the corresponding gaps. Oi, cunt! How long you been doing that for? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Zaratul extended his right hand and grafted the void in front of him to another island in the Berserk Sea that he had previously fixed. Following that, as long as he took a step forward, he would be able to leave Utopia. At that moment, Klein's marionettes snatched the opportunity before the torrent of information entered their spirit bodies. At the same time, they opened their mouths and chanted in Jotun, Leodero! Oh my god, 9 months? Oh, okay, nice. How do you like it? I don't know if you can talk. I don't know if you're okay to talk right now, or like you're off your lunch or whatever. But like if you're not okay to talk, you can just ignore the fuck out of me. Don't worry about it. In the Forsaken Land of the Gods, with the remnant divine powers of a tyrant, Klein could directly trigger the powers of a deity based on this name alone. But this wasn't the case in the outside world. As for whether or not he wanted to punish the fellow for calling out his true name, that was based on the Lord of Storm. Klein had his marionettes recite the honorific name at the same time to get him to cast his gaze over. As one of the members of the 5 pathway of the Omniscience and Omnipotence, Lord of Storm was probably one of the true deities that didn't wish for Adam's plot to succeed. Good, I'm alright to talk-ish, I guess? Okay, sounds good, man. The Lord of Storm was probably one of the true deities that didn't wish for Adam's plot to succeed. If Amon were to become the Lord of Mysteries, the King of Space and Time, this tyrant would be in a dangerous position. He would have to constantly worry that the Son of the Creator would deal with him to help Adam become the Lord of the Astral World. Therefore, compared to the Evernight Goddess, the Earth Mother, and the Lord of Storm, EBS, and the God of Knowledge and Wisdom were probably the existences who didn't wish for them to succeed. If there was a chance, Klein even planned on getting a marionette to continue shouting Aucuses and Herabergen. Why would he shout? Aucuses is... Oh, Herabergen's the God of Knowledge, I see. Utopia's surroundings turned gloomy, as though it was covered with indescribable wrath. Before Zaratul could even take a step, the night sky instantly produced different colors of lightning, baring their fangs and brandishing their claws as they wantonly expanded, seemingly enveloping the sky in a sea of lightning. I think I forgot to loop the music that Milos sent, so I just kind of autoplayed. That's on me, my bad. Boom! Before a deafening sound could be heard, the lightning blasted like a torrential rain. The Rorstead Archipelago, new city of silver, top of the spire. Derek, who was looking at the source of the earthquake, heard the sound of doors, the windows opening at the same time. Furthermore, it repeated thousands of times. Although it didn't bring him any direct danger, the bizarre changes still made Derek wary. With some hesitation, he prepared to seek out the current chief, Wade Shermont, and suggest they use their god-level artifact, Proof of Glory. He wanted to first protect the city and the nearby Moon City, and then pray to the Fool. Just as he turned around and walked to the door, Wade Shermont had walked out from the corridor and said, "The seal underground has failed." Do you know why Adam drank potion last volume? Lilith stole the identity by error pathway, and ASG had that pathway, which means Adam's plan was always the betrayal of Adam. Lilith stole the identity by error pathway, and ASG always planned on getting one of the guys who betrayed him killed. Oh, I see. Okay. Just as he turned around and walked to the door, nope, the seal has failed, Derek immediately thought. Compared to the windows and doors opening, the consequences of the seal's failure was terrifying. Use the Proof of Glory, Derek said. This was a god-level artifact that could be used for a short amount of time. God of Combat didn't... Oh wait, God of Combat... No, God of Combat wasn't one... Was he not a King of Angels? What? No, what am I on? What am I talking about? Wait, hold on. Adam drank the potion last time. Lilith stole... I'm sorry. Hold on. Lilith stole identity by error pathway, and ASG had that pathway. Which means Adam's plan was always the... I get what you mean. Sorry. I'm sorry. I am fucking high. I'm sorry. This was a god-level artifact that could be used for a short amount of time. It had once helped the City of Silver avert repeated disaster in the Forsaken Land of the Gods, allowing them to persist until the present era. So basically, the error pathway was used, which was under the control of ASG, for Lilith to take the place of Amibella. And so, because Adam is ASG, it was always Adam's plan for for the God of Combat to be betrayed. So once that was completed, the trend of the times was completed, so his ritual was completed. I got it. Derek's thoughts were clear. Yeah, I'm trying to read because I'm so fucking slow today, okay? Derek's thoughts were clear. He was using the Proof of Glory to suppress the other god-level artifacts, Gift of the Land. The suppression effect would affect the Saint-level sealed artifacts that would have negative effects on the surroundings. Wade Shermont didn't say anything. He immediately made up his mind and brought Derek underground using the light of concealment. Actually kind of on time now? Not even at all. We're 2 hours in and I'm like 4 chapters in or something? It's crazy work. Proof of Glory required at least 2 saints before it could be utilized. This was the reason why Wade Shermont didn't immediately head underground and came to find Derek first. Of course, if he wanted to make use of it simply, there were tricks to do so, but he had to be prepared in advance. Bayam, Cathedral of Waves, a bolt of lightning shot into Alder's room. Your Eminence, most of the underground seals have failed. Only certain items remain in a balanced state. Alder's eyes twitched as he combined it with the phenomena of opening doors and the windows of Bayam cities happening. So wait, is it basically like... So are the seals open because the seals are kind of like doors? Because the seals can be like open and closed, so anything that can be considered a door has been opened, so the seals are kind of like doors, so they open because Mr. Door's coming out? Yes? Okay, perfect. Okay. Alger immediately said, "All of you, form groups of 3, take out grade 2 and 3 artifacts that won't cause any immediate danger, or those with living characteristics from underground to prevent any chain reactions." This way, the underground area would become uninhabited. The dangerous sealed artifacts wouldn't be able to cause any casualties quickly. With the passage of time, when the anomaly of the seals losing their effects passed, the mandated punishers would have time to deal with all of this. However, the premise was that they hadn't lost control of the 3 grade 1 artifacts. Once there was a problem, the negative effects would affect all of Bayam. However, with the sealing no longer working, it was difficult for the 3 items to remain without problems. The first thought that went through Alger's mind was to bring along the one whose negative effects had the greatest range and use his powers to make a temporary restriction. He would fly to the sea, away from Bayam. Fuck that. I would just say, "I'll take care of it," and I would sacrifice them to Klein. I'd be like, "I'll go above the... I'd sacrifice them to the Fool, above the Grey Fog. So they can't affect anything. Klein is chill." Yo, funny idea. If Unc stalls, let me know all day. No, please. No, I'll read. I'm sorry. Fuck, what was I saying? Yeah, sacrifice them to Klein. Klein gets grade 1 artifacts so he can fucking hammer out. So what? It's fine. This wasn't too dangerous for him for a short amount of time. After all, he was a demigod. The biggest problem was that the remaining grade 2 artifacts would undoubtedly cause damage. At least I did my best, Alger thought. His gaze looked out the window, corresponding to a few schools and workhouses near the cathedral. Alger cast his gaze and said, "Leave the rest to me." His words transformed into electric waves that transformed into silver lightning that flew underground. Excuse me? 1351. 3 more chapters. 3 more chapters is like an hour. Not to mention... lock in 3 more chapters? Yeah, I can do it in like an hour. If I... Plague, how's it going, man? Okay. While transmitting information to the mandated punishers, Alger quickly came up with a plan. He was to immediately pray to the Lord of Storm, hoping to obtain the Lord's blessing. Then he would immediately rush underground, use his powers to forcibly suppress the artifacts inside Azure Gate. During this process, if the Lord of Storm responded, or if the abnormalities regarding the seal ended in time, there'd be no need for him to consider any other responses. But if neither happened, he would pray to the Fool for help. To Alger, once he had to do so, no matter what method he used or how he concealed it, it would be difficult for him to escape the fate of being suspected. After all, it was unbelievable for a single person to suppress 3 grade 1 artifacts. When the time came, his only option would be to abandon his post after the abnormality ended, or the seal began working again. His departure would waste all his years of diligence and hard work, causing him to lose his post as a cardinal. But compared to his life, this was a price he was willing to pay. I love how dog shit this is. Like, hey, we accuse you of taking care of our artifacts and not letting them kill other people. A real cardinal would have at least let 47 people die, okay? You didn't let anyone die. Coincidence? I think not. What am I accusing you of? As for the consequences resulting in him not having any chance of obtaining the Book of Calamity, Alger didn't care about it right now. He was still a great distance from considering such problems. Of course, as a demigod of the Church of Storm and a cardinal, he believed that he was definitely under the watch of the Lord of Storm. After abandoning his job and escaping, he needed the protection of other existences to survive. And regarding this matter, he could rely only on the Fool. Alder chanted, "The king ruling over the skies, the emperor who controls the seas, the god of storm, I pray for your watch and your blessing." I love how everyone is chanting to the Lord of Storm right now. Like, Alder's praying to him, Klein's praying to him. Well, Klein's not praying to him, he's just yelling, "Leodero!" After chanting, Alder reached out his hand, bringing with him a hurricane as he flew underground. 10 seconds later, outside the church, the cathedral, there was a tidal wave that surged into the air. Blue seawater poured out, enveloping the cathedral in a thick barrier. Inside the barrier, bolts of lightning flashed as they drilled underground. The lightning struck down like torrential rain, illuminating all of Utopia. In that moment, a pitch-black cathedral with many embedded gems appeared in midair. Is this the corpse cathedral, I guess? It was situated above Zaratul and drew all the surrounding lightning towards it, causing bolts of lightning to snake across the countless white skulls, causing the stained glass to reflect a bright light. In the places Adam's corpse cathedral couldn't shelter, Zaratul's marionettes, Sua's projection, as well as Klein's marionettes were instantly obliterated by the lightning. Even Roselle's projection had turned into a flux of information that wasn't spared. A strong electromagnetic hurricane wreaked havoc in the city. Taking advantage of the moment the visionary was fending off the tyrant, Zaratul took a step forward and entered the void. And this void was connected to another island, one he had previously set in the Berserk Sea. Using his Beyonder powers of an Attendant of Mysteries, the distance between the two was reduced to 0. Adam pulling up in a cathedral. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, you're still driving a car around? Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's okay, I guess. Like, what the fuck do you mean? What do you come on? He's like, oh, fucking cathedral. Excuse me? The black-robed Zaratul quickly vanished into the void, illuminated by the lightning, but in the next second, he didn't appear on a distant island, but in the Iris' hotel in Utopia. Just a moment ago, when Zaratul was stunned by the might of the storm, Klein and Sephira Castle used the curtain that was draped over his body and the power of Sephira Castle to graft the void in front of his target to the Iris' hotel. This was the suppression effect of a King of Angels against a Sequence 1. Zaratul went in like, oh, I'm gonna suppress this guy, he's a Sequence 2, and he's like, nah, motherfucker, I'm gonna suppress you, checkmate. The ceaseless lightning smote down, enveloping Zaratul. Zaratul's eyes didn't show any changes in expression. His body rapidly faded and disappeared. He had only come in the form of a historical void projection. His true body was hiding in a fog of history. Sitting in the fool's chair, Klein cast his gaze at the fog below him, as well as the spots of light in the fog. He was temporarily unable to find Zaratul because the latter definitely knew of secret fragments of history that Klein didn't know of. However, being unable to find him didn't mean that Klein could only watch patiently until he returned. As with the owner of Sephira Castle and in existence with the level of a King of Angels, Klein's preliminary control of Sephira Castle was enough to do many things. So are you telling me once Klein becomes a Sequence 1 himself, he's gonna be a King of Angels above the Grey Fog? Klein might be like a King of Angels in real life, and then like a King of Angels above the Grey Fog. In the next second, Klein opened the box and summoned the Fool card, accommodating it in his body. In the blink of an eye, he transformed into the Fool, who wore colorful clothing and gorgeous headdress. Maybe he even exuded a terrifying aura, as well as somewhat of a ridiculous feeling, as the entirety of Sephira Castle seems to shake. Not in the physical world, he'd be a king. No, even in the physical world. Yeah, Nagitsu, that's what I mean. Like, he'd be a King of Angels in the Adam, sorry. He would be a King of Angels in the physical world, and then like a King of Angels above the Grey Fog. The Fool, Klein, held the end of the Staff of the Stars with his right hand and struck the edge of the table. In the real world, the Grey Fog appeared, one that had faintly been visible, situated high above. Oh, Klein said, oh, you're pulling up with your little divine kingdom? Okay, that's cool. I remember my Brokey days. I used to have one of those too. I actually pull up with my Sephira now. What's up, motherfucker? In the ancient palace, a strange light formed from countless spherical lights quickly outlined itself, emitting an invisible, terrifying force. The fog of history instantly boiled as Zarathul's figure appeared in a spot where Klein hadn't lit up. He was hoisted above without being able to stop. The law of characteristics convergence. With the help of Sephira Castle, Klein projected the convergence power of characteristics into the fog of history. At this moment, Zarathul's black robe and hooded figure collapsed and became a pale paper figurine. His true body appeared on another island in the Berserk Sea as he quickly used the Attendant of Mysteries powers to connect the convergence inclination effect to various figurines. Seizing the opportunity given to him by the paper figurine, Zarathul made a wish. I wish for my characteristic to temporarily calm down. What the fuck does that sentence even mean? Are you lessening your own powers? Just as he finished speaking, he pressed his palms together. He had already caught sight of his wish fulfilled. This allowed him to escape the suction force from Sephira Castle. At the same time, he took a step forward and accurately stepped on a milky white rock, a stone that had been connected somewhere else by him, and had been solidified in some form. As Zarathul stepped down, his figure vanished. It was unknown where he had gone. But the stone seemed to experience extreme weathering as it disintegrated. The fool cast his gaze down from an infinite height, scanning his areas, but he couldn't find Zarathul. This meant the other party had left his line of sight. Klein then placed his focus elsewhere. He had made up all the gems on the Staff of the Stars light up as he simulated the Marauder Pathway's Marauder Pathway's ability to deceive rules. He changed the location of his body's revival to a marionette that wasn't in Utopia. Previously, the residents of Utopia had gone to other cities for various reasons. By going there, they would deepen their relationship with the real world. Klein had chosen a travel enthusiast and was now in the particular mountain range. I'm at the Staff of the Star. Hello, Mr. Loki. It has been a crazy stream, man. Have fun. Fighting someone that has a Sephira of your own pathway is so cooked. Yeah, but fighting someone who has a Sephira of your pathway who's a sequence below you with another sequence 1 King of Angels and a visionary helping you out is also kind of cooked. And still losing? All that and you're still losing? Just think about it. Zarathul, sequence 1. Amon, King of Angels. A visionary, not even just a visionary quasi-great old one. A visionary quasi-pillar of the universe. And you're still getting fucking rocked. Get fucking cooked. As the second half of his resurrection was carried out, Klein took out the Fool card he summoned. The 9 unique spirit world specialities he had previously prepared and placed them together with the curtain. Right on the heels of that, he used the Staff of the Stars to activate the power of Sephira Castle, and once again simulated the powers of the Marauder Pathway's ability to deceive the rules, allowing the 9 spirit world specialties and the curtain to become a part of his body. In the next Wait! The 9 spirit world specialties, I don't know what that means. And the curtain to become part of his body? Klein's basically sequence 1 now, effectively, in essence. In the next second, countless fragments of light appeared around the marionette that was halfway up the mountain. And inside the marionette's body, a worm of spirit flew out. It kept fracturing and fusing with the fragment of light. Soon, the fragments of light condensed into a ball of light as it solidified into Klein's figure. Just as Klein's figure quickly outlined, he turned into a transparent maggot that had scattered in all directions, allowing the curtain and the 9 spirit world specialties to drop to the ground. Then the worm of spirit completed the reassembly process, and part of them turned into a half top hat, a shirt, and a vest, and a formal suit. Klein didn't waste any time. He grabbed the curtain and the specialties of the spirit world to concoct the potion. To him, this was the best time to become an Attendant of Mysteries. Listen, you know what? Have any of you played Skyrim? How many? You guys have had to. I assume most of you have played it to some degree. Oh my god. This is in Skyrim, you have the ability to, when you level up in Skyrim, it refills all your stats. So like if you're at like 1 HP, but then you level up, you get to 100 HP again. So like what I would do is like, and you wouldn't level up until you manually went to like the option screen and went to the level up screen. So what you would do is once you were at a high enough level that you were like okay, like walking around and stuff, you'd go into a boss fight with like 50 levels waiting. And then you'd be like fighting the boss, and as you'd be about to die, you'd be at like 10 HP, you'd level up, and you'd be like, alright motherfucker, let's do this. Is basically what Klein's doing. He's basically going, okay motherfucker, now's the time to level up, let's go. On one hand, the effects of the ritual had been completed with the help of the genie. This wouldn't last long and would gradually disappear. What the fuck do you mean spoilers? For what? Oh my god. Oh my, you guys are actually rage baiting the fuck. I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, but that's, yeah, I mean, you could always spam cheese wheels. This is kind of true. On one hand, Adam, who was most likely to destroy the ritual, was being suppressed by the Lord of Storm. If he were to consume the potion and advance to sequence 1 at any other time, Klein would be worried that Adam would make use of the collective subconsciousness to inject negative emotions at a critical moment, making him lose control. The reason why he had called Leodera wasn't to deal with Zaratul, but to hold back Adam. During the Attendant of Mysteries ritual, there was no way to use the power of Sephra Castle to produce the nascent form of a divine kingdom in advance, isolating Klein from the real world. This would result in a ritual that was unable to establish a connection with the region in the spirit world, resulting in failure. In less than 10 seconds, a potion that was as dark as the night sea appeared in Klein's palm. At the same time, the figure left in Sephra Castle snapped his fingers, granting a small number of wishes accumulated in the prayer light, and the crimson stars allowing him to digest the last bit of his miracle invoker potion. The figures inside Sephra Castle immediately faded, allowing Klein's body to become complete so he could consume the potion in the best form. As the lightning lit up the sea once again, Klein raised his hand and brought the bottle to his mouth and gulped down the potion. 1352, Attendant of Mysteries. I need to piss so bad. You know what? I need to go pee. I can't make it to the end, and I feel like it's just gonna get like a worse and worse place for me to stop. At this point, I have to go right now, or I'm just not. I'm just gonna. Let me just go right. I'll be right back. Give me one quick second. Okay, we're back. Sorry. We're at a nice... No, stop. No, I can't. Guys, I'm not gonna see all these. I can't watch that many art. I can't check that many artwork. What do you want? Okay. As the Attendant of Mysteries potion entered his body, Klein felt a burgeoning feeling. In the blink of an eye, he lost his sense of perception and his worms of spirit. He watched helplessly as they dissipated and fused into the spirit world that couldn't be described with ordinary words or common sense. It was as though he was about to disintegrate into the abstract. At that moment, Klein only barely maintained consciousness. Just like that, he floated into the spirit world filled with countless figures. After losing the ability to sense his body and characteristics, he began to experience all kinds of thoughts, information, knowledge, symbols, and labels. He had lost himself and was teetering on the edge of fusing with the spirit world. If this continued, Klein would definitely be lost, but at this moment there was a connection between the spirit world and his consciousness. That place corresponded to a town. The people inside lived ordinary lives, but they had their own names, their stories, their own fates, intertwined with each other, bringing about complete information in the spirit world. This town was eventually destroyed by a calamity and buried in the dust of history. Klein dispersed like a mist, fusing with his spirit world body. Under the guidance of fate, he fused with the spirit world projection of the different utopian marionettes. Bayam. Wait, actually, you know what? I'm wrong. Klein might just have the power of a king of angels everywhere now. When he became an Attendant of Mysteries, he said Klein still was unable to enter Sephira Castle with his physical body. But he has to be able to do it now. And if he can enter with his physical body, then he's equally as strong in both places. Oh, maybe. Oh, I see. Okay. Klein might be able to have a fucking go with Amon at this point. Bayam, deep underground in the Cathedral of Waves, in a room that was no longer sealed, Alder extended his hand and pressed down on the door in front of him. The surface of the door was blue in color, it with numerous mysterious odd reliefs protruding out. It was ajar and there was no light behind the door. It was unknown which world it was connected to. The darkness seemed to have a life of its own. At this moment, a stream of water surged out. Alder's feet exerted strength, causing the ground to shake and spewing out scarlet, nearly white lava. There was a calamity he had created. His goal was to prevent the darkness from advancing, but as the surging lava entered the darkness, it disappeared without a trace. The darkness shrank back for an instant before it continued. Alder continually created hurricanes, rains, lightning, calamities, blocking the darkness over and over. He held the Azure Gate firmly, not letting it open. If he were to face this Grade 1 artifact, Alder completely would have been fine. He would even have the capacity to attempt sealing it, but at that moment, he had two similarly dangerous items around him. This forced him to sing loudly. He used the melody of death to influence his surroundings and disrupt the operations of the artifacts opposite him. He then built a wall of seawater in front. However, the wall was quickly being dyed grayish-white as though it was being petrified. The pandemonium didn't yield as it extended towards Alder's body. It can last for another 30 seconds, maybe. The Lord of Storms still hasn't responded. Thoughts raced through Alder's mind as he suppressed his unwillingness and made a decision. Without a hesitation, he accentuated the hexagonal crystalline snowflake on his palm, a mark left from the time after he had participated in the Tarot Club for the first time. It could be substituted the reciting of the honorific name, allowing the Fool to cast his gaze over. This is a good time to do it, dude. Your Fool is basically one with the spirit world right now. The Fool can do some crazy shit right now. Blue Mountain Island. At the door of the Flesh and Blood, spherical lights collapsed and converged in an attempt to undergo qualitative changes. So much is happening. Mr. Door's coming out. Klein's becoming a Sequence 1. Everyone is like shitting themselves. Oh my god. They seem to form a body consisting of a series of doors. Are you telling me in 40 chapters this fucking book finishes? How are they wrapping this up in 40 chapters? What are you on? The body wore blood-red tidal waves as its robe, as its body constantly warped and changed, reflecting different regions of the planets. At this moment, a blinding ray of sunlight shone through the darkness, descended from the astral world, and melted everything along the way. Other than this ray of sunlight, an indescribable darkness of night surged over, attempting to devour Mr. Door, who was attempting to advance to Sequence 0. Wait, what? Mr. Door is trying to become a god? They sealed... He has all 3 characteristics and the uniqueness? They basically caught this motherfucker like in an instant before he was about to become a god and are like, yoink, you're going away for all time. What do you mean? The land where the altar was quaked, tearing open a huge hole in a bid to devour the door of flesh and blood, and Bethel Abraham to fall deep into the core and face the chaos sea that contained all colors and possibilities. You remember your 50 level, you better put them all into reading comprehension? Nah, we don't read. Fuck that. Following that, I say that after I've been reading live for 6 months straight. Following that, a blurry light seeped out from the void and enveloped the forest, attempting to restore the basic structure of the trees, mud, and altar. And only at the gap in the light, a pair of brass-colored eyes emerged. Read what I said. What did you say, Dandelion? Good God. What do you think about Alder's character development? Love him. Yeah, he's come a long way. I think Derek was the huge change for him. Is to take them to let the people die, but then looked at the window and ignored the plan and went to the basement. True, yeah. He's gone through a lot. I feel like Derek was the big changing point for him, I feel like. Because Derek was the first, because Derek was so innocent and sweet, Alder couldn't help but, root for him. Mr. Door let out a low roar, causing his blood-colored robe to flare up. The robe connected to the evil tide that surged behind the door of flesh and blood, spreading into the crimson moonlight. The moment it touched the moonlight, the inscrutable night that could not be gathered on its own, it stretched out its limbs and head, turning into a shadowy female human. It possessed its own life and consciousness. Without any exception, the blinding sunlight transformed into a young man wearing fiery armor. The ground shook. The shaking ground grew eyes and closed its mouth. The screen that was transformed from a faint light revealed terrifying facial features. Around the brass-colored eyes, eyelashes emerged, transforming into wings. It said a humanoid shadowy figure. I think that's the Evernight goddess. I don't know who the brass-colored eyes are or the wings are. I don't know who this is. Brass's knowledge? Oh, I see. Okay, thank you. These obstructions and interferences fell into chaos, giving Mr. Door a chance for a breather. Sequence 1 of Reader's Omniscient... Oh, true. Seizing this opportunity, he entered the final step of becoming a god. At that moment, the door of flesh and blood collapsed, covering Mr. Door's body, making him turn into another person? What? Klein's body seemed to dissociate into countless people. They had their own preferences, their personalities, their determination, their fates. They lived in a town known as Utopia. Bro, why is everyone so hating on Mr. Door? My guy just came out and they're like, jump him! We can't let him get away with it! What did he do? Did he kill, children? What did he do that's so bad that all the gods are like, it's on sight, motherfucker? These people quickly lived their short lifespans, waking up under the heavy storm. They came to their senses and realized what their identity was an essence of. An essence of Joe Mangrui, of Klein Moretti, of Sherlock Moriarty, of Guillermin Sparrow, of Dwayne Dantes, and Merlin Hermes. He's corrupted? But like, y'all are telling me he's so scared? They're like, no, I remember that he's corrupted. Yeah, I get that. But like, they're like, one god wouldn't be enough to, like, 4 gods are like, nah, bro, we can't take no chances. You know what? Like, you're telling me the god of knowledge sees 3 gods going down. He's like, you know what? Just in case, I'll go down too. Like, what? One thing could have many names, but its nature wouldn't change. The people raised their heads and looked up into infinity from the illusory city in the spirit world. They saw the illusory, thin spirit body threads, a symbol made up of the pupilless eye and the partially contorted lines, the god of the pathway that makes door got corrupted by a pillar. Oh, true. With the symbol as the core, Klein's figure outlined itself. Worms of spirit, bits of characteristics, and bits of self-awareness flew out from the spirit world, corresponding to utopia, and towards Klein's illusory body, allowing it slowly to become more and more corporeal. If he became a god, mother god of depravity would have a true god as a true. At this point, there was no clear boundary between Klein's spirit body and his physical. They were both one and separate. This is what I was talking about. Like, Klein should now just be able to enter the Sephira castle in his body, right? Because his spirit body and his physical body have just become one. In other words, a spirit body would be equivalent to a body of flesh and blood. His physical body would be fused with his spirit body. As long as Klein was willing, he could switch between these 2 states. Of course, he could also separate his physical body from his spirit body. All of them would have their individual traits and could be decided based on a mere thought. So wait, like, you're telling me someone could go to punch Klein and he could be like, I'm a spirit body, and the punch just goes through him now and he's like, damn, get fucked. Not only a true god, the only true god who can ignore the world. Oh, true. Oh, the door. Oh, true. Oh, plus, he's so strong, maybe the barrier is like a door itself. Maybe he can just open the barrier if he gets crazy. Oh, maybe that's why they're so scared of him. Because he might just be able to open the barrier, because the barrier is kind of like a door, like a seal. Oh, they're like, nah, we gotta get rid of this. And that's why they didn't kill him. They were like, nah, we're just gonna seal him away, because if we kill him, someone else could try to take his spot. We're just not even gonna let that happen. Two seconds later, the reassembly process was completed. Klein was floating in the depths of the spirit world. As his eyes opened, he had advanced to a Sequence 1, Attendant of Mysteries. Mother God of Depravity can't stop winning. She blessed the strongest, Mr. Door, who was one step away from godhood, and Roselle, who was almost god. And yet she got kind of screwed both times. Like Mr. Door is dying in the next 10 chapters. Tops. Without a sound, a grayish-white fog appeared behind him. Above the gray fog was an ancient palace. Inside the palace stood a door stained with a bluish-black, formed from countless spherical lights. The door of light appeared rather clearly in the spirit world. It separated out a rather blurry phantom and cast it at Klein's body. Listen, you can say all you want, Nightwalker, but the truth of the matter is, being so close and failing twice is kind of actually cooked. As the phantom turned into a complicated symbol, it imprinted itself between Klein's brows. The entire spirit world and the spirit world outside began to gently shake. At that moment, Klein's surroundings turned dark as illusory stars appeared one after another. They surrounded the strange door of light as though they wanted to lump together. In these illusory stars, the largest, two overlapped and corresponded to an area in the real world. They died, only she lived? Yeah, but she lived as like a weakened version of herself. The third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth stars were located somewhere. Through these illusory stars, Klein saw Mr. Door and Amon on an island. He saw Antigonus in the palace in the concealed world, and Zaratul hiding somewhere. He saw Palez inside Leonard's body, and Kotar. With the help of the changes caused by the further deepening of his control of Sephira Castle, Klein found the Angel and King of Angels corresponding to the three pathways of mysteries. He can just see all Kings of Angels? This is true. Okay, Nagato, you're gone. He can see all the Kings of Angels of his pathways, of the corresponding pathways. Of course, such a vision only lasted for a few seconds. Once Amon and Zaratul reacted, they used the correct method to conceal themselves. Klein was no longer able to lock onto them. Without hesitation, Klein raised his right hand and snapped his fingers. The Staff of the Stars was originally placed in Sephira Castle had appeared in his palm. He also split a portion of the Worms of Spirit to let them enter Sephira Castle to prevent any abnormalities and respond to his believers. After becoming an Attendant of Mysteries, Klein's control of Sephira Castle had deepened, allowing him to take out items from inside at any time. You're telling me Klein could just be like, Staff of the Stars! And just have it in his hands? Like, people are so cooked. I should actually change the music now. You did good today, Nagato. You did a great job. Hey, if you want to take it away from Nagato for a little bit, feel free, Romero. I got no issues. Excuse me? Holy fuck, no wonder it was telling me I was running out of RAM. The fucking YouTube tab that I'm streaming on is using 3 gigs of fucking RAM? Excuse me? Holy shit. In the next second, the various gems on the Staff of the Stars lit up as Klein's figure vanished from the spirit world. He wandered and arrived in front of Zaratul. He said, "Oh bitch, what's up now?" Dressed in a black hooded robe, Zaratul didn't panic. He used his Attendant of Mysteries powers to make all kinds of connections as he extended his left hand and grabbed the void in front of him. No, Justin, I'm not kidding. I'm not saying the music. I'm saying the tab that I'm like streaming on. Like I have to have a tab open where like YouTube is running the stream to display like stats and stuff. That's at I don't want to exaggerate. 2.9 gigs of memory usage. Excuse me? Gradually, Alger's body turned grayish-white as he was about to petrify. Could it be that Mr. Fool no longer favors me because I failed to monitor Wordle? He frowned, wanting to give up. But at that moment, a grayish-white fog appeared in front of him. All the artifacts fell silent. No, I should still be fine because I'm at I have 32 gigs. I should be. I don't know how much OBS is using right now. Like it shouldn't be that much. After Mr. Door was enveloped by the door of flesh and blood, a familiar voice echoed in his ears. You wish to bring the disaster back to the real world? Bethel's actions slowed down. Give up. I have a way to deal with it. I'll let you sleep and let you get the peace you want, a voice sounded. I feel like this has gotta be the goddess saying like, I'll put you to sleep, the goddess's pathway. Like, hey, I'll put you to sleep, you can get rest, you don't have to do all this. Sacrificial victim. Last chapter, baby. Last chapter. Let's go, boys. Last chapters. Oh, God. Athmani, run it on 2x. You're good. You're good. Just can hammer it out. You're fine. Mr. Door's figure that had shrunk from a ball of light came to a halt as he had fallen into an intense internal struggle. The layered door and his body were just a little short of being fully reassembled. Amidst the illusory whooshing sound, the crimson tide that had barely squeezed through the gap of the door in the door of flesh and blood became even more turbulent. The blood-colored robe landed heavily, about to envelop Bethel Abraham once again. However, as it descended, the brass-colored eyes, the young man in a fiery armor, the hazy barrier of light that accentuated terrifying features, the ground that opened its eyes and closed its mouth, the shadowy woman vanished. In that instant, a blazing sun appeared above the forest, replaced the night, causing all shadows to disperse. Holy sun! This caused the blood-colored robe to rise once again, scattering even more moonlight, causing all disturbances to return to the mother's embrace. Seizing this opportunity, Mr. Door lowered his head and closed his eyes. "All right," he said. The first painful word he had uttered since his return to reality. His figure completely froze as he raised his right hand and pressed it to his face. In the next second, Mr. Door lifted his head and wore a monocle on his right eye? It was Amon. It was Amon telling him he could give him rest, because he'll parasitize him. Oh my god. A beam of light erupted from the monocle, illuminating the entire world. Amon's apotheosis ritual! Replace a god as he's becoming one, or replace a person in their apotheosis ritual. Oh my god. At that moment, all the errors of the seals that had failed were fixed. Everything that seemed normal showed errors, and all the clocks jumped several seconds. Marauder pathway, sequence 0 ritual. Replace someone during their apotheosis ritual. And Mr. Door's return directly triggered his apotheosis ritual. The light converged immediately, and Mr. Door had turned into Amon with his pointed hat and classical robe. The blasphemer held a simple, unadorned key that seemed to be forged from pure starlight in his hand. Above him, the blood-colored robe descended, wanting to embrace him into his arms. Behind him, the crimson tide squeezed through the remnants of the door of flesh and blood in a bid to enter the world. In that moment, the blood-colored moon glowed even brighter, blocking the sun, night, earth, blurry light, and strange white tower outside. Sun, night, earth? What the fuck is blurry light and strange white tower? Which one is white tower? Nares, how's it going, man? Long time no see. Which one is White Tower again? White Tower. I just learned this, okay? I don't know this one very well. Reader pathway, I see, okay. What is the blurry light? In that short moment, the blood-colored moon glowed even brighter. Facing the corruption of an outer deity, Amon smiled. He extended his right hand and took out an abnormally ancient stone slab. The first blasphemy slate. He said, "Shield!" Amon, oh my god! Amon's using the first blasphemy slate, like Klein was using the Grozel's travel, like above his head, just like, can't hurt me through the book. And he's like, can't hurt me through the fucking wooden slate. He then used the stone slab formed from the Chaos Sea to block the remnant opening of the door of flesh and blood. He then used it as a substitute to receive the falling blood-colored robe. The first blasphemy slate turned illusory, as though it was connected to an infinite sea that contained all knowledge. The sea surged forward and swallowed the blood-colored robe, blocking the crimson tide of the cosmos. The already collapsed door of flesh and blood rapidly shrank before quickly disappearing. An angry, terrifying roar resounded in the air. In the next second, the crimson moon appeared in the sky, the colors faded and turned pure. Wearing a pointed hat and a classical black robe, Amon adjusted his monocle and waved goodbye at the crimson figure and the bright moon that were staring at him. He smiled and bowed. In the corpse cathedral that had an erected gigantic cross, skulls were watching with their hollow eyes. Adam, who was dressed in a simple white robe, took a look at the ceaseless lightning outside. He slowly got up and walked to the pool of blood that Klein had left behind and picked up the ancient mysterious mirror. Following that, he turned around and walked towards the second blasphemy slate. Why do I feel like it's not over? Why do I feel like it's not over? It ain't over till it's over, for real, for real. The first figure that Zaratul summoned out of the fog of history was still Roselle Gustave, who wore a dark red embroidered coat. To this Attendant of Mysteries, there was quite a number of angels that he had gotten to know in his long time. Only a few that were stronger than a Sequence 1 Knowledge Emperor. For example, the indigenous ancestor before he became the Half-Fool, Ouroboros, or the Red of War Brass, who could indirectly obtain the strength of a Red Angel. Bye, Luvion. Thanks, buddy. You made it all the way to the end. We're like half a chapter in. Half a chapter remaining, rather. But under such circumstances, Zaratul believed that summoning Roselle's projection first was best. Before the indigenous family ancestor became the Half-Fool, he too was a Sequence 1 Attendant of Mysteries. Therefore, he would be suppressed by the enemy who had a deep control of Sephira Castle, and had a level that surpassed most kings of angels. After all, his enemy was the closest to a true god. Klein, Zaratul just said, Klein is the Mr. Door of our time, the closest to a true deity. After Zaratul chose to cooperate with the Rose School of Thought and Adam, the success rate of summoning Ouroboros would undoubtedly drop. It wasn't suitable for him to attempt it at a critical moment. The Red of War Brass that could borrow the Red Angel's powers didn't possess the strength directly, so the actual effects produced weren't any stronger than that of a Knowledge Emperor Roselle. In the comparison, Zaratul definitely would have chosen the historical projection that he was most familiar with and easiest to summon. Even gods don't have Sephira, true. We saw him climb from a normal person to a king of angels. Because he said his level is higher than that of most kings of angels, so that would put him as a king of angels. That name is like the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan of this fucking verse. It's crazy. His plan was to seize the opportunity that Garin had directly wandered here without preparing any projections in advance to use Roselle, the Red of War Army Brass, and Sua to hold him back and leave enough time for himself to create a miracle. As soon as Roselle's figure appeared, he immediately condensed into complicated, illusory symbols in his eyes in a bid to infuse a large amount of useless knowledge into his target's mind. At the same time, Zaratul used the various connections he had set up earlier to move himself. The swamp was his home ground, as he made slippery and transparent tentacles penetrate the hooded black robe and stretch into the fog of history and summon the Red of War Brass. At that moment, Roselle's projection suddenly turned his head and used a subtle connection to look towards Zaratul's true form. Zaratul's mind was filled with information and useless knowledge as his brain nearly exploded. He said, "Bitch, do you think I can't just suppress your powers? Who are you talking to right now?" What? The strongest, true, the strongest Attendant of Mysteries of history versus the strongest Attendant of Mysteries of today. He froze on the spot, his gaze not even changing. The Roselle that he had summoned had betrayed him. Klein was surprised and both unsurprised by this outcome. It wasn't surprising because this was his own doing. The Worms of Spirit in Sephira Castle had already grafted Roselle's present state to the concealed state that Klein had met. The surprising thing was that Adam had never reminded Zaratul to be careful of Roselle. Klein had previously sensed the coincidence in certain matters. His preparations included using the Fool symbol's connection to Roselle's seal. Although the corresponding prayer point of light, he could throw a worm of spirit that contained certain words or intent to his fellow Earthling who was in a deep sleep and awaken him. Then using a miracle, he could temporarily suppress the corruptive powers of the Mother Goddess of Depravity. This was definitely Antigonus? Yeah, because the Antigonus was the half-fool, I guess. So then I have to assume the Antigonus guy is also probably corrupted by something? Because otherwise the goddess wouldn't be keeping him just locked away, right? They would just kill him. But if she's keeping him locked away, he might be corrupted. Back then, the worst case scenario that Klein took precautions against was if something happened to him that prevented him from contacting Sephira Castle, such as Worms of Spirit in Sephira Castle and the Worms of Spirit that were scattered in different places would end up losing control. Once the Worms of Spirit he gave Roselle mutated, Roselle would know that there was something wrong. He would then use the powers of a Black Emperor to distort order to maintain the Worm of Spirit's lucidity for a time. As for what plan the Worm of Spirit and Roselle would come up with, Klein didn't know either. This was the reason he could hide the truth from Adam. With his experience in the Hall of Truth, Klein knew that he wouldn't have any secrets when facing the Visionary. Any rescue plans would be figured out instantly. At his level, the only way to avoid it was if he didn't know either. Of course, Visionary Adam knew without a doubt that Klein had a Worm of Spirit in Roselle's Black Emperor mausoleum. He knew that his backup plan came from this, but he wasn't able to pry into the secrets because it was contaminated by the Mother Goddess of Depravity. It was like a place that had been corrupted by the cosmos, and the thoughts of prying into Roselle was like prying into an outer deity itself, the difference in their powers. It was precisely because of this that Klein could calmly ask all kinds of secrets and read the second blasphemy slate. On the other hand, knowledge... Wait, is Amomnimus Mrs. A? Oh, is that it? Oh, cool. Wait, hold on. On the other hand, he wasn't stalling for time, waiting for the other side to complete the task of rescuing him. At the same time, he didn't want to occupy his mind. Otherwise, he couldn't help but think of how he could save himself. As a result, Klein began to suspect that other than the unknown reasons as to why Adam had shared so many secrets with him was because he was also trying to lure him into thinking of solutions to save himself so he could stop him in advance. Therefore, the question and answer session in the Corpse Cathedral was a clash of minds. Of course, no one can beat Klein in that. And under this premise, Adam clearly knew there might be a problem with Roselle that he didn't remind Zaratul. Regardless of the reason, Klein had no intention of letting this opportunity pass. He raised the Staff of the Stars in his hand and simulated Amon's Worms of Time power. An ancient mottled stone clock appeared, its face separated into 12 segments by grayish-white and bluish-black colors, each segment representing a symbol of time. One of the 3 needles in the middle of the stone jumped and Zaratul's body froze. Klein immediately transformed into a maggot of vortex that extended countless slippery tentacles. Into the middle of the vortex was a strange door. The door of light that didn't move as the vortex swirled, a terrifying suction force pulled out the characteristic within Zaratul's body. He said, yoink, that's mine, motherfucker. This was the method Pala Zoroast had used to deal with Amon's avatar back then. He relied on his position to forcibly gather characteristics. Bit by bit, the Beyonder characteristics flew out at an accelerating rate. By the time Zaratul escaped his frozen state, he was unable to extricate himself. He could only watch helplessly as he was completely carried into the dark, gloomy whirlpool. A few seconds later, the vortex outlined its body again, and Klein landed his feet on the ground. In the fog of history, Zaratul's figure appeared over and over again, but it was impossible for him to retrieve his characteristics. In the end, it could only fade away silently, making it difficult for him to revive. Klein used the ritual remnant effects that hadn't completely dissipated and swallowed Zaratul's characteristic. He said, yoink! He wanted to use this to lower the influence of the celestial worthy of heaven and earth for blessing. Why not just say the Lord of Mysteries? Why do you gotta hit me with the celestial worthy? As the corpse cathedral was still floating in a sea of lightning, Adam, who wore a simple white robe, had a faint blonde beard, appeared at the edge of the waters, near the ruins of the battlefield of gods. The sea split apart and a path appeared. It led straight to the spot, which was stained with the ancient sun god's blood. It led straight to the giant king's court projection, the forsaken land of the gods. In the depths of the forsaken land of the gods, at the top of the mountain peak, there was a huge cross erected, and there was an indistinct figure hanging upside down. End of Volume 7. The Hanged Man. Why is that his body? Who is that? Is that ASG's body? We'll go to artwork. We'll do the, as for whether I can know names or not, we'll worry about that later. Oh my fucking god, guys. Look at how high the fucking cursor is! Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh, true creator. What the fuck? Adam gave me humanity. Damn. Damn. All that acting cool and shit. Look at you. Look at you. Get fucked. Oh! Oh, I am the heartless one. Get fucked. Damn, Garin is so cool. Come on, let's start reacting, or I'm Oh, holy shit! This motherfucker is saying, "Yay, we did it! Yeah, we beat his ass." This is so good. Bethel and Amon. So, I hear you want to come back to life. May I interest you in death? Get fucked. Next stream when? Dandelion, we're gonna have a, so me and Easy are gonna have the Volume 6 chat tomorrow. I'm gonna try to go read the ending really quickly so I know where to, cause like, so much has happened since then, like, I don't know. So Volume 6 chat with Easy tomorrow. I'll do a slay the princess stream tomorrow night, just to continue playing that. Like I had fun yesterday. That was fun. No, Easy's on 6. Stop. Wait, Easy's on 5. Easy's. Oh my god, it's the Volume 5 stream. Oh my god, no! 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 It's the Volume 5 stream! Cause he no! Oh god, okay, oh, Lightseeker. Okay, I got it. Okay, oh no! He's so far! Oh my god! Oh, he's a mid-sequencer, and I'm, oh no! Oh no. Klein's a sequence 3. What? Klein's a sequence 3, I'm a sequence 1! Oh, Klein's at sequence 3 where he's at, and he's at a sequence 1 where I am. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Where's the, no, there should be a steak chicken out of his chest. Yeah, he just had the Chernobyl. Okay, I got it. Okay, we're good. Oh my god. Athmani, what would you prefer, man? You say, please don't end stream. You want me to just stay here all day? Yeah, Zaza, so what we can do is, if you guys just want, like, times at this day, or streams at this time, well, like, there's 40 or so chapters. It'll be tomorrow afternoon, Seer, so I'll give you guys a heads up. It'll be, like, whatever time it is for you right now, it'll be like in a couple hours, like 5 or 6. How much? No, Salavki, I've got a date later, dude. I've got a date in a couple hours. Can you do Inscription stream instead of Slay the Princess? We'll finish Slay the Princess and we can do Inscription later, dude. I know, money, but I got a date. And secondly, I've been live for like 3 hours, 3.5 hours at this point. Almost 4 hours. Holy shit. The escape room? Yeah. I gotta really lock in. I have to assume, I have to hope I wasn't mind-fucked enough. Dude, I have to get this escape room right. It'll be okay. Yeah, we're gonna do, it's the Jack the Ripper themed one. So we need to figure out who Jack the Ripper is. That's gonna be cool. Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Damn, Mr. Dora has some really goated art. What? Damn, this guy's got... Why does he get such cool art? I can be wrapped. I can be a ripped Jack. Nice, yeah. Why does Bethel Abraham have so much art? Alright, feel better, devil. Like, excuse me? Why does he have such good art? The God who never was. I know, money. Me too. This was such a good stream. We had so much fun. But all good things must come to an end. Like, we're 40 chapters away from finishing the main story of Lord of the Mysteries, man. That's crazy work. Damn. Everything is just plain foolish on your part. Yeah, we still got COI, of course, yeah. Hopefully by the time I start, by the time I get close to finishing COI, this motherfucker starts on book 3. Chop chop, let's go. Audrey meeting them. Oh my god, yes, that also happened. So much has happened. Damn, Ari Hog looks goated as fuck. Will you also have the MMO? What do you mean? Excuse me? Will you also have... Oh, like, will I play the game? Oh, yeah, of course. Fuck yeah. It's a MMO, really. Yeah, Sid, we're gonna read COI, but it's gonna be after after I finish Lord of the Mysteries. I'm gonna read a couple of things in between, just like smaller things to try to, and then we'll get back to it. Damn. Mr. Door cosplay. Oh wow. Oh, may I interest you in dying? Having a meg host. Jesus Christ, Justin. Thank you, Seer. Nah, I don't need more Riz. I need more fucking brain power. I need to figure out this fucking piece of shit escape room. I hear it's good to yeah, exactly. I don't want it to, because my thoughts on, dude, Volume, this was such a good ending. Like it was within, most of it was within expectations. It didn't do a lot of subversion of expectations, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, the Corpse Cathedral, Klein coming in, Adam coming in, Adam actually being ASG. That part was true, but like, most of it was within expectations, I think. Wow, that's cool. Thank you, Slavki. Thanks, buddy. I'll catch you on Discord. Sounds good, man. He said, "Aw, damn." Said, "Aw, damn, you died? What? How? How could this happen? What? I didn't do anything." Crazy work. Like, yoink. Yeah, this is so, like, Adam is like Adam is something that ASG envisioned, basically. Adam isn't even like a real kid he had. He's just he just envisioned him the same time he had Amon, and people were like, oh, I guess he had twins. Yeah, sure, why not? Damn, that's cool too. What? Oh. Deep Sea Embers? Oh, Sid, yes, we have heard of it, because I saw the trailer for the Donghua for it. It looks really cool. I'll put that onto my ever-growing list. Holy shit. Wow, those look cool. God, oh yes, thank you. Yes, fantastic. And what about your expectations for Volume 8? I don't know how in the fuck they are possibly gonna end this in 40 chapters, dude. I don't know. Will you some Lovecrafting? I can give you some advice. No, fuck yes, here. Never mind. No, Pushkar, I've heard really good things about Takapi's Original Sin, though. I have been meaning to check that out. Damn. Wow, look at this. The Chaos Sea. Nation of Disorder, so like the swords. River of Eternal Darkness? I don't know how that one fits quite well, but... Brood, that kind of works. Origin of City of Calamity, that also works. King of Curses, yeah. Source of Curses. Knowledge More book, very cool. Hit me up with if you want to get into. I've read almost all of it. Sounds good, Sierra. I'll definitely message you, dude. Key of Flight, Endless Disorder. Ooh, this one looks so cool though. Holy shit. He's like, hey, Adam, you think you're so cool, huh? You think you're so cool? Watch this. Fucking explodes. Cuttlefish writing above the... Yeah, actually, dude. Oh my god. Predict who will die and who will live by the end of Volume 8? I don't know how. I think we kill Adam. I don't know how, but I think we kill him. Because as long as Adam is around, it's too powerful. It's too powerful a friend for Amon to have. I don't think Amon dies. I feel like he's a really good character. I feel like the amount of development he's given him, I feel like Amon lives. I don't know. Maybe like Klein maybe Klein. I don't know. Maybe Klein, when Klein becomes like a Lord of the Mysteries or something, he seals Adam. No, I guess he has to beat Amon before he becomes. No, Amon is a god now. Fuck. So Klein needs to become a god, and then Klein is gonna take his uniqueness, take a sequence 1 characteristic, and just say like, I'm gonna seal you in like a magic wishing lamp, okay? You're gonna be the shitty magic wishing lamp. You are going to only exclusively fuck over people by manipulating their wish, okay? That's your plot. That's your lot. Mine's about to fool. Yeah. Oh, this is cool. Wait, this should be. Wow, this is cool. Like these two artists have done every single one. I fucking love these. Man, this person's handwriting is phenomenal. Yeah, this is good. Like Klein, I think Adam is just sitting there happily, and Klein's like, ugh, kill me, you piece of shit. Oh, all the cards of blasphemy, yay! The Fool. The Door. Paragon. This is who you wanted to be, but you couldn't be. See my second last comment. See my I don't realize it. What don't I realize it? What? What don't I realize? Am I dumb? The nerd. Black Emperor, very cool. Not that, before that. What are your predictions of Volume 8 again? Klein and Amon have to battle. I think, because Amon is already error, right? He's become sequence 0. That part is like clear. So I think Klein now has to become the Fool. They then have to fight somehow. And then Klein has to take his characteristics somehow, become Lord of Mysteries, because Klein's gonna be a pillar of the universe. That's just, of course. And then like seal Amon in like a lamp or something. I don't know. Do something with Amon, because you can't just have that piece of shit running around. He'll fuck things up, dude. Like even gods are like, that guy's a fucking piece of shit. Just ignore him. A Red Priest. Oh, that is cool. What? Those horses are producing a lot of horsepower. Look at that. What? Twilight Giant. Oh, God. Wheel of Fortune. Visionary. I feel like Visionary could have been a lot cooler. No, Zada, we'll do notes tomorrow. Or whenever. So I'm off Tuesday, so we can do a stream about this time on Tuesday as well, if you guys want. The Hanged Man. Jesus Christ. You know freaky ass Roselle enjoyed this one the most. Oh, fucker. Eternal Sleeper or Death. Cool. Damn, that site is cool. Yes, okay, promise, Romero. Promise. White Tower, this one's just a tower. Oh no, he's falling off from it, very good. The Darkness, oh, that's very cool too. The Sun. Justiciar. That one's very cool. Justiciar, I think, is really cool. No worries. Thanks everyone for popping by. If you guys are new here, consider joining our Discord, link in the description, for all this cool artwork and just to talk about Lord of the Mysteries in general. Amon. Bethel. Very cool. I feel like I've seen this before, I think. But this is cool. Damn, Amon has some cool artwork, but god damn does Bethel Abraham just fucking clear in artwork as far as I'm concerned. Every artwork I see from that piece of shit is just like, is like crazy work. Yeah, I said Justiciar. What do you mean, Mixily? Do you know what the tarot cards represent to... I know all the sequence zeros, if that's what you're asking, Justin. I missed them? Did I? Oh, yes I did. Mother... Oh, I see. Very good. Very good. Damn, that's so cool. Oh, like the earth in a favorite pathway now? I paid to McSeely. I'm gonna order those now because I can order them now. So because I've read the second blasphemy slate and I've seen all the sequence zero titles, I'm gonna order them too. Those are so cool. Is this Sasrier? What is this? What? Is this Klein? Yeah, no, yeah, the Vermilion tarot cards. Yeah, I'm gonna order those. Yeah. 10. Oh, this is so cool. Wow, that is cool. Dude, I don't know how long people spent to make these artwork. Read Vex's message? What's Vex? Do you know what the tarot card respond to what pathway? Yeah, I know all the sequence zeros. What do you mean? Oh, sorry, like the love. Oh, like the error response to. Oh, no, not that one. No, I don't know that one. What? The error response. Red priest. Oh, I see. So they do respond to the. They do correspond. They just don't have a. They do correspond. They just don't have the same names for all of them. I see. Wow, these are so cool. These are so cool. Klein. Sherlock, Garin, Dwayne, Merlin, the Fool. Wow, those are cool. This artwork is, man. This entire is like set of 7. Oh my god, these are so good. Oh, so cute. So cute. That's so cute. This is fine too, but this is so cute. Oh my god, that's so adorable. Oh, Bethel Abraham. Long time no see, brother. Get cooked. Oh, man. Alright, that was cool. Alright, guys. Oh my god, that was such a good stream. Thank you, everyone, so much for coming. A little extra special thank you to Money and I don't want to mispronounce his name. Let me just get it right. And Salovkui, dude, seriously, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you guys. But like seriously, never feel any like push that you have to like donate. Okay, like I really appreciate it, but all the same, like never feel any like push or like, you know, any pressure to donate. Seriously. Yeah. All right, guys, we'll end it there. The volumes 5 stream stream chat with Easy tomorrow sometime. I don't know. When he gets back to me, I'll get back to you. I don't fucking know. And that's it. We'll end it there. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great rest of your day or nights. And I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.